up the space, we unpack it, break it down, put the truth in its place. Let's go where the facts stay out. Home folks watching the whole chat crowd. No cap, no spin, we don't chase no clouds. Say it how it is, put the lounge around. Where you know it's better go down. You two loud enough, yeah, we running the town to the place. But the courage is never late. Step in, lock in, to break it down. It's time to
Hey y'all, we is back. How are y'all doing? Grand Rising, happy Sunday fun day. We got Gyalations, Purple Flower, Carla. Y'all, welcome in the building. Y'all, we're gonna talk about this situation with Nolan Wells. And we wonder if Nolan Wells, is his death tied to a boating accident? We're going to look at Alec Murdaugh's case, because that case and Nolan Wells' case is kind of like runs like kind of neck to neck. But y'all, good morning. Let me know how y'all Sunday is going. Y'all, it is crazy with this Nolan Wells situation. And y'all know they try to silence the lounge, y'all. I mean, they're trying to silence a lot of people. Why are they trying to silence a lot of us? And why was we all on the list? Are we getting closer to something? Is some of us saying something? Are we pinching a nerve? I mean, I do believe so. I believe that we are getting closer and closer to this case, and that people are putting two and two together. I mean, we got Kimberly out here. We got the lady with the Crocs. I mean, we have a lot of people out here that are speaking on behalf and trying to investigate what happened with this with Nolan's death. What happened? Y'all, we got to figure it out. We have to figure it out. So y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, we're going to be going and touching on the what's the name? Alec Murdaugh case, because Alec Murdaugh is he is the one that, I mean, he unalived a lot of people, y'all. Welcome in the building, y'all. Smash the like button as y'all come in the building. We're going to talk about the Alec Murdaugh case, which kind of coincides with what I believe, in my own opinion. Let the record reflect. This is my own opinion on this Nolan Wells, basically, to me, being the same as hold on just a second, you guys. The same situation as far as the case. Let me see. As far as the case with Nolan Wells. So I'm thinking it's a boating accident. I mean, and this is just my opinion. Let the record reflect. So, y'all, we're going to see what happened in the Murdaugh case, because that case, like I said, it is pretty much the same case, same situation, in my opinion, on what happened. So we're going to listen to the CW, and we're just going to listen to what actually happened in the Alex Murdaugh case, that kind of, to me, coincides with what actually happened. So y'all, let me go ahead and get queued on up, and let's go ahead and get into it. Happy Sunday, Grand Rising. Y'all, this Nolan Wells case is not going to go silent, go up under the rug, because there's too many people talking about it. There are so many people talking about it, it's not going to go unheard. I mean, we have big voices, even Nancy Grace. She even mentioned something. I mean, she's been pretty much in there like swimwear on this case. She even got her own engineer to go over what Janetta went over. So y'all, let's get into it, because this case, let me see, hold on. This case with Alec Murdaugh, it is I mean, it really goes to show that these people did not want to pay. They don't want boy. And then also somebody else, it was like a whole bunch of deaths. And then he tried to get his like rug person to try to unalive him, and it didn't work. But y'all, he had a lawsuit. And on top of that, Alex Murdaugh was stealing money from his clients. He was stealing a lot of money from his clients. But y'all, smash the like button. Let's get back to the boat tow call, because I'm telling you, this is not going to go unheard. I cannot unhear what I heard, and I'm sure y'all can't unhear what y'all heard. Hey, K-Mail, how are you? Hi, Queen. What is your makeup foundation? It looks professional. Oh, thank you. I don't wear foundation. I just have my natural skin. I don't wear the yeah, foundation. That's foundation. I don't wear foundation. I don't wear foundation. It's my normal skin. I just like to try to keep my health, my face makeup regimen good. Yeah. So no, I don't wear makeup. I just wear my eyebrows and eyelash and my lipstick. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's continue.
Today,
Doing good, how are you?
good. I apologize ahead of time. I really do. You're gonna have a fee for service come up under. It sounds like a bunch of kids on board on Horn Island. He's letting me know that his father's a member, but he can't give me any information. And he's saying the boat is sinking. And he's on Horn Island. It's just unfortunate. He's just a kid. There's a lot going on. So he said there's about a lot of people on board. He said he thinks about 7. I'm guessing they're all under 18. And I'm not trying to be rude. He wants you guys to go out there and unpump the boat and then tow it in.
Now, let me say this. While she's talking, chit-chatting, and all this other stuff, trying to run this story down, I mean, y'all, I don't know how fast water can come in a boat, because I don't know anything about boating at all. Let me just say that. Let the record reflect. I'm not no boater. But, I mean, by the time she ran all of that down, y'all, they could have been, like, underwater already. So that's why I don't believe that this boat was taken on water. This is just my opinion. Sheila says, not accidentally. I believe it was. I believe it was an accident. This is my opinion. You don't have to believe what I believe. KM says, "Good girl, thank you. I got to eat better." Okay, back to the video. Thank you. There's a couple of regimens. Maybe I'll do a video on that one day on what I use on my face. But it's just something simple. It's not like all that, expensive stuff. $9 and some change, I believe. It's just, and my face brush, I use that too. But thank you so much. But y'all, let me flip over here, because there's a guy that he was basically kind of going over, the TikToker, she's given a whole lot of information, and she's the girl that they keep on trying to take her videos down. And K-Mail says, yes, another time. Yes, K-Mail, yes. I'll do a video on my face regimen. But thank you for that. Thank you. Gylation says, I use avocado and mango on my hair and face. The results are amazing. Okay, Gylations. Wow. Okay. Wow. Yes, I love my skin to be looking fresh and the best. It's not like, I try to do my best, y'all. I tries, the Jerry curl in my face, I try to keep it intact, being that I'm on social media. But thank you guys for that. But let's get back to this video, because shout out to Big Kish. He's here on YouTube, and I'm gonna do a reaction to this video. And his title to his video says, TikTok user reveals Nolan Wells case gets even more, and I guess probably in depth. Now, let me say this, y'all. TikTok is trying to play with my emotions. Well, let me not say that. Every time I put up a video on Nolan Wells, just like this lady that we're going to do a reaction to, why is it that every time I put a video up, I got to take TikTok to court? Every day I take TikTok to court. They are always giving me a community strike every time I talk about Nolan Wells. Is this because they're trying to silence me? Are they trying to silence me and silence a lot of YouTubers that are on TikTok? And a lot of TikTokers from talking about the Nolan Wells case, because they say y'all is, getting too close to what really happened. Y'all need to shut up and go sit down. Because guess what? I was number one on the to be sued list. And did they try to scare me? No, absolutely. They just try to threaten me with a good time. Do they think just because they maybe be millionaires, billionaires that we don't have lawyers ourselves? Everybody can go get a lawyer. Let the record reflect. Y'all not gonna threaten me with a good time. I'm not scared, and I got a big mouth now, and evidently it's a big mouth because I'm number one on the to be sued list. I just did like them, put my Cash App up and did like they did. Let the record reflect. That's what they did with Nolan Wells. They went to go get a whole GoFundMe or gift sends and go. So guess what I did? You have to play, look, if you can't beat them, you just got to join them, right? Hey, Jamil says, salute, beautiful. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Smash the like button, everybody. Yes, good morning, Jamil. Smash the like button. So y'all, y'all have to think about what's going on. Why are they lying? Why all of the lies, right? Smash the like button, y'all. Why all of the lies and the cover up? Like I said, I believe it's a boating accident and they do not want to pay because Alec Murdaugh, I think that lawsuit that was won was like $4.5 million. So those boating accident lawsuits, if somebody gets killed, gets unalived, those are worth millions of dollars. 4.5 million, I believe, if I remember hearing correctly from that Alex Murdaugh. And y'all can go check it out. Y'all can check out that I think it's like 3 different parts to the Alex Murdaugh case in South Carolina. Is part 1, 2, and 3. Y'all go and check it out. I'm telling you some great information in there, and y'all will see that it does coincide with this Nolan Wells case. But y'all, let's continue. Let's listen to this big TikToker because they are trying to silence her all the way. They're trying to silence me too, y'all. And I'm like, y'all need to stop playing. Y'all need to stop trying to threaten me with a good time because I be going and taking them to court every day. Why I gotta take TikTok to court every single day, y'all? I just don't know, y'all. I just cannot. But y'all, let's continue.
Hurry up and save this video before they erase it. Hurry up and save this video before they erase it. We have a new timeline. Shout out to the nerdy pink panda on TikTok, J Megan. There is a new timeline. Y'all already know how strict they've been with her channel. Everything she upload,
Jamil said it's a cover up like Fred Hampton murder. Oh wow. I'm gonna have to check that one out too, Jamil. Thank you for that. I'm telling you, I believe it was a boating accident on top of them drinking, on top of them getting into a fight. I believe all 3 of those things took place. But y'all, let's continue. Let's listen to him because she has a lot of information and they're trying to silence her over there on TikTok too. She has to take TikTok to court every morning too, probably. But y'all, let's continue.
Try to erase it, but this time we all want it before they even do that. So make sure y'all hype this video, make sure y'all hit the like button, and make sure y'all are subscribing. Check us out.
Oh, these little liars. I told y'all that Jax was the ringleader. I told y'all. He sat in this interview and he was telling stories about shit that he wasn't even there witness. So let's break down some of the stuff that I heard in this interview. Let's start with Warren's first phone call because y'all will remember that Warren said that he was over at Ava's house for that 4th of July party when they all started realizing that Nolan was missing, and he called Miss Christine at 11 o'clock.
One of the first things I told Miss Christine Wells in the first phone call that ever occurred with anything to do with Nolan Wells being gone, because I was the first person to call Miss Christine about anything. Any first phone call, anything to do with Nolan Wells, was me making a phone call, Christine Wells. And well, the first thing I said were, with multiple witnesses here, hold the phone call if you want.
YT, they can come and try to sue me for what? Because I'm trying to give my own opinion. I mean, maybe you're a little slower than molasses and you are special because you may not know that you can talk about what you want to talk about if it's your own opinion. Let the record reflect. Y'all, let's continue. Put the nuts in the mouth for YT Sucks. Get out of here. Go get somebody else to do it.
Said, oh, well, Nolan's location is with y'all at, where the house we were at. And I was like, well, no, he left his phone with us. I told her this.
And yesterday, the same time that this interview came out, Christine Wells said this.
360 says that he's on land, and he was like, well, no, I mean, when we have his phone.
So both versions of the story say that Warren didn't tell her about the phone until after she confronted him with the 360. Now, Warren tells Miss Christine that he knows somebody in the Coast Guard and that he's going to call them, which is very...
And y'all, he lied. He said that he called the Coast Guard, but him calling the Coast Guard was really him calling his friend. He was calling Billy Joe Bob Thornton over there, thinking and saying, trying to make it look like he was calling the Coast Guard. Your friend works for the Coast Guard, but you did not call the Coast Guard number. You called the friend's number who works with the Coast Guard. Welcome, Tammy. Happy Sunday Fun Day. Where's the evidence for drowning? Exactly, Tammy. He did not drown. And if he did drown, it was by force. That's my opinion, y'all. Let's continue.
Fucking different than calling the Coast Guard, which absolutely explains why the Coast Guard came out and said at first that they had not received a call from the kids that night. The Coast Guard's initial statement said they weren't informed until 12:30. Then the Coast Guard later changed their story and said, oh wait, actually we did. It seems to me that first call was most likely an off the record to a friend kind of deal, which means these people freaked out and didn't call the Coast Guard until after all these people showed up at Jackson's house.
I told you, they all connected.
Facts.
In the course of this interview, it went from Warren called the Coast Guard to we did. Now, when the subject turns to how the family got the phone back from these boys, you'll notice that there was a couple slip-ups.
Warren, you weren't at the house, and so you weren't there when they came to get the phone and all that. So
now remember, Warren just said that he wasn't at the house when the phone was got, and then Morgan talks about getting a phone call from one of the people in Christine Wells' group.
and how did they get the phone back?
So I got a call from a kid we went to high school with. He called me just asking me questions. He saw people posting on Snapchat, like the picture that was circulating.
Except this picture wasn't posted until July 5th. Well, how could this picture have been circulating on Snapchat that night? But let's continue.
And he called and he was asking questions. He was like, where's Nolan? When's the last time y'all seen him? And then he was like, so where are y'all at? And I told him, I said, we're at Jackson's house. And then Warren got on the phone. And so they come to my house, right? And they kind of,
Before we get there, was it confrontational or was it just trying to find? It was confrontational.
He was 110%. He was very confrontational.
I don't believe nothing this pack of fake friends have to say to save my life. I don't believe nothing that comes out of their mouth. Every time they open their mouth, it's a lie. Along with Batum, they call him, the YouTube, yeah, that's what they call him. That's what Umar Finesse 3 times call him. But anyway, I don't believe nothing they say. But y'all, let's continue.
This was on the night of the 4th.
Yeah, this was before they came and got the phone. So this is the night of the 4th, yes.
You guys are missing a part of the story. How did you get from Ava's house to Jackson's house?
Rock Slater, what you talking about? I hope they sue you. I can talk about this like everybody else, so don't come over here trying to threaten me with a good time, okay? Go sit your little tail down somewhere in the corner because nobody is asking you or wanting you to be here, okay? All right, y'all, let's continue.
Because Miss Christine is watching you guys on Live 360, so suddenly she's seeing the phone leave one location and go to another. Of course I would be upset. And now all of a sudden Warren is there when the phone stuff starts happening? He's listening to the phone call? Now I need y'all to remember that Warren also said that the phone was in his truck on the first conversation, as we have from this report. Meaning if we were to believe Warren that he was not there when everybody showed up looking for the phone at some time in between 11 and 1 a.m., so then that would mean after they heard this angry phone call, Warren gets the phone out of his vehicle and puts it in Jack's house and then leaves.
I saw like 10, 15 people in my into Wyatt's face, and they're like, "Where's your boat? Where's the boat at?" Demanding his address and stuff like that. And he finally ends up giving it to him. We give them the phone. They have the phone at this point. Then they get the address to his house. Then they go to his house.
Bobby, you're absolutely right. Bobby says they should keep talking to try to wiggle out of their lives because all this is going into the record and considered evidence. Absolutely, I agree. The more they talk, the more evidence they get, right? So y'all, let's continue.
And they're searching all over his boat, what I heard and stuff like that. Well, anyways, I don't really know much about that, but they come back to my house at around 1 o'clock in the morning. We called law enforcement. I was with Wyatt at the time after we left Jackson's house that night. Well, I was with Wyatt, and one person we were with saw that their location was headed towards Wyatt's house. And so Wyatt got on the phone with 911 and was like, "Hey, these people are on the way to my house or already at my house. My mom and my dad are there alone, and they know nothing about this." But Wyatt's mom actually, when they were looking at the boat, they were actually walking from the boat, and she came out and started talking to them.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Wyatt, Morgan, and Jax were all together. Warren was gone for some reason at this point. 10 to 15 people just barge into your house. Don't know why your grandparents weren't around. That might explain some things. Guess y'all had the house all to your fucking self that weekend. But then they ask Wyatt for his address so that they can go look at the boat. Wyatt gives them the address. They start heading over there. Wyatt and Morgan get into a car and leave Jax's house. Somebody else that you were with that we aren't hearing about is tracking someone else's phone. I don't know if it was somebody who was with the group that they had access to, or if they were tracking Nolan's phone and they saw it was heading to Wyatt's house. And even though Wyatt gave them the address, and
She is cooking.
She is cooking.
I don't care.
Y'all, she is cooking, not even with Crisco, y'all. We say cooking with some Crisco, some Wesson. No, y'all, she is cooking with lard. She knows exactly what she's talking about. She is, reading them they rights. She is telling all the, tidbit, she's all in the weeds with it. But y'all, this is why they're trying to silence her and Kimbra, even myself. And I'm not as in the weeds as this girl right here. She is really, really doing a super deep dive into it. But y'all, let's continue listening to her because she is bringing us the TEA and reading them they rates.
You gotta slow motion it. Understand what she's putting down. Please.
Facts.
Please slow motion it. Save it before they try to come after. Bruh, you must understand what she's putting down.
instead of calling his parents, he calls 911 and tells them, "My parents don't know anything about what's going on. Can you send police over there?" Now, mind you, it was about half an hour after being on the phone with Warren that Christine was able to actually call and report him missing. But she was having to go back and forth and go down to all these different agencies because nobody would fucking help her. And frankly, I want to know why all of this confrontation was left out of the fucking report. Like, if this family had to be removed from 2 different properties by the police, why is there no record of that? And in fact, it wasn't until after these confrontations that NPMR and Ocean Springs Police apparently had their little conversations about who was going to be taking over the case. Because remember, the Jackson County Sheriff's Lieutenant told them that deputies had spoken with several friends that had traveled to the island on the vessel with Nolan, and that when they were left, he was in the company of an unknown female. So now, even though Warren had supposedly called the Coast Guard, all these family members are telling the police that the kid is missing. These are the people that last saw them. They're all like, "We last saw him on the island." Still, the deputies said that they did not have reason to believe that there was any water-related exigencies or emergencies. Don't worry, y'all, I got a lot fucking more to say about this stuff, so come back for part 2. I'm going to be immediately recording it. Because Warren fucked up pretty badly in this interview, and I'll show you why.
Alright now, I hope y'all still with me. Make sure you...
I'm telling y'all, she is breaking this all the way down, and we are here to listen. We are here for it on this Sunday morning. Happy Sunday fun day, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing, family? How are y'all doing? Let's do a check-in before we get the rest of this tea. How are y'all doing on a scale of 1 to 10? I mean, my morning has been, beautiful. How has y'all's morning been on a scale from 1 to 10? Before we get the rest of this tea, I just got to check on my family, y'all. You know, we do check-ins over here at the lounge. I like to see how my peoples is doing, how my family is doing, how my cousins and my aunties, my uncles, my sisters, everybody, how are y'all doing on a scale from 1 to 10? On a 1 to 10 scale, Lovely says, good morning, a 7. Yes, indeed. Tammy says, we are entitled to our opinions, period. Absolutely. And I'm going to continue to speak, Tammy. You are absolutely right, sis. We are going to continue to speak on this. Adorable says, I woke up, Nolan DNA is on the effing rope. I am praying. Yes, absolutely. I agree. I do agree. I agree. Scott says an 8. All right. Adorable says a 4. Charles says, I'm at a 10. That's what I'm talking about, Charles. That's what I'm talking about. A 10. Absolutely. I'm at a 10 this morning too. Lovely Love says, oh girl, I got so much to say about the Nolan Wells, like the Nolan case. My God, rest in peace, Nolan. Yes, it's a lot, right? T Moon says, not if you are getting paid off a dead person. That's what they're doing. They are trying to grift off of a dead person. This is what these pack of Nolan grifting friends are trying to do, because they sent and had a whole GoFundMe, a Get Sins Go, and saying that they're being hurt and all this stuff. No, y'all ain't been hurt. Y'all had something to do, allegedly, in my opinion. Let the record reflect. I believe y'all had something to do with this situation. So why y'all did the Gift Sins Go, whatever, and the GoFundMe is because y'all know this lawsuit is going to be in the millions, and they're not playing, because y'all, there's laws and rules that if somebody goes on a boat and you're not bringing them back, I mean, that's already like some type of federal charge. So it's a lot going on. But y'all, let's get this tea. Let's get this tea, because I'm telling you, she is reading them they rights. Y'all, let's continue. Smash the like button. Yeah, let's get it.
The lights up so this can get pushed in the algorithm, because people need to see this information. All right, let's get part 2.
Where we left off, Warren had already called Miss Christine, and then they somehow ended up at Jax's grandparents' house, because that's where they all stayed that weekend, and so that's why Nolan's keys were over there. They had to have been at the grandparents' house, who mysteriously never showed up during any of these confrontations. Somehow the phone had gone from the party that they were all at to Jax's place, and then Warren left after a phone call to Morgan. According to them, 10 to 15 people showed up and just walked into Jax's house and demanded the phone. Wyatt gave.
Now, do y'all believe that? I don't believe that to save my life. 10 to 15 people came in and they just rushed and came in your house to get the phone? Y'all put a 1 in the chat. Put a yes or put a no if y'all believe that. I don't believe that for one moment, because anybody comes rushing and rambling through my house, it's about to be some smoke in the city, right? Somebody is going to get hurt. And I'm telling you, it may be a pot pan. If I'm cooking, it may be some hot boiling water. You know, it's going to be something going across that head, right? A couple of heads. There's no way I believe that. I don't believe that at all, y'all. Let these liars continue to lie. Let's continue listening to these liars, y'all.
The address in which the boat was at, they all start migrating over there. Then Morgan and Wyatt and another friend are tracking their 360s and seeing that they're going over to Wyatt's house. Then they call 911 to tell them that the police are on the way to his house. Then they're searching the boat, and then they come back to Jax's house around 1 o'clock in the morning, according to him. Mind you, that's when they explain to the police about their friend being missing. And so then the report says at 1:38 in the morning, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office said that they spoke to several of the friends that were on the vessel with Nolan, saying that he was in the company of an unknown female. But Morgan, Jax, and Warren all claim that they did not travel to the island on the same boat.
Now, if y'all, this is really suspicious to me. Y'all, do y'all see the report? I don't know if you guys can see it too good, but over here at the very top, it's a little blurry, I'm sorry. Okay, over there, it says at approximately 01:38 hours on July 5th. That's the next morning. The next morning, Carol spoke with Ocean Springs Police Department. Why, if y'all knew that he was missing earlier in the day, why didn't you guys call immediately for all kinds of stuff? Why didn't y'all call the Coast Guard right away? I mean, you called the friend, but from what I can recollect, they didn't call the Coast Guard until, let me see if she has this on the report, if I can see it. They didn't call the Coast Guard, I believe, until like 11 o'clock at night. Now, if this was happening all way before then, why such late phone calls? Do y'all think somebody's gonna get in a car accident and then we're waiting like 7 hours to call the police or call for help? Y'all, this does not add up. This is just not adding up. But y'all, let's continue.
Nolan, so who did they talk to? Because it sounds to me like they had told the police that they were on the same boat as him. Keeping in mind that this is what Warren told Miss Christine.
Named Katie, and so then it turned into, Katie is also missing. No one can find her, and the explanation of no one knows this Katie, like we've never met her.
And Tristan said this.
Talking with all my other buddies.
Oh, Lord, then we got Tristan. We got Dirty Pants Bandit that looks like he's probably running from the police, y'all. I mean, he went on this interview with dirty clothes on. I would not allow nobody to enter into my studio with dirty clothes on. I'm sorry. I mean, Tatum seems like he was very thirsty for this interview with this gentleman right here. He looks like he was so thirsty, he let him come, in like he running from the police. Dirty clothes, dirty shirt, look like he's funky and ain't showered. He still allow him to come up in there and go and do an interview. This how thirsty Batum is. Y'all, I think we need to get Batum, the YouTube. I think we need to get him a water hose because he is super thirsty and he's trying to cover up this whole situation with these pack of fake friends that Nolan had. Y'all, they were jealous of Nolan. They couldn't stand Nolan. And he was mainly the only black person, full black, because Tristan is mixed, that was hanging around with all of these guys. And they, for real, I believe that they were jealous of him. But y'all, let's listen to this Funky Comedina give his lie. He's up here testing the whole lie.
Talking to Warren. He was.
Look at his clothes, y'all.
Because he
Hold up, swole up, foul on the play. Do y'all see his dirty clothes? Look at his dirty clothes. Do y'all see his dirty clothes? He looks like he was rolling and tumbling. Hiding, running from the police. Scraping and scrambling, running under a bridge. Y'all, Tatum Batum, he's really thirsty. Look at him. He's thirsty. He just wants this interview. He's like, come on in here. I don't care if you smell like you ain't took a shower in 12 days. I don't care if you running from the police. You ducking, dodging, and weaving. Just come in here. I just need this interview. I'm real thirsty. I can't drink enough out the water hose. I need you to come and sit here. I am thirsty for this information. But y'all, let's continue, y'all. Let's continue listening to this little YouTube's pet. Y'all, let's continue.
Hey, this is Bob, and on the phone. And that was the last time I talked to him.
Mind you, Tristan is friends with Katie. They are mutuals. I have confirmed this. So now that we've got that timeline fucking straight, let's back up to something that Warren said during this interview.
If you're motivated enough to do it, yeah. I made a phone call to my mom, and I had to call her like 8 times before she picked up because either her service was bad, she was on the back side of the aisle, on the south side, or my service was bad, and it was just hard to get through.
Do y'all see that?
Real American. We're not racist over here at the lounge. We love everybody, no matter what your race, your sexual, preferences, your religion. We don't hate nobody here at the lounge. What we do is bring, to light that the black people, the black community, our community is getting ramrodded by racists. And even white people who, just like this lady right here, just like Secret Service Sam, just like Kimberly, they are standing in with us. And there's a whole lot of other people that stand in with us from different communities, ethnic backgrounds, that see the BS that us in the black community have to deal with. So you can miss me with that, okay? All right, y'all, let's carry on.
Was somebody mother on the boat? Was somebody mother?
I believe
on
so.
The island?
Warren's mother, I believe.
Let me play it again slower for you.
Either her service was bad, she was on the back side, on the south side, or my service was bad, and it was just hard to get through.
Oh no. Not only did Warren confirm that his mom was on the south side of the island, but Warren himself said that if you're motivated enough, you can call somebody. I tried calling my mom 8 times. Yet this is what he said last time.
Well, you have self-coverage, and even like I called my mom when we were on mom, and it was fine.
So which is it? Did you call your mom with ease, or did you try to...
Wow.
Ah!
Wow.
Protect J. Megan at all costs. Protect this lady. And this goes to show you, all that shit Brandon Tatum be talking about, oh, y'all just don't like white people. It's because they're white. It's because we wouldn't be playing.
Didn't somebody in the comments just say that? Like we're over here, like we're a racist channel. We're not. We love everybody here at the lounge. Little do you know, if this is your first time, maybe you don't know, but we love everybody. I got mods of all kind of races and all kind of religion, sexual preferences. Okay, so we are not a racist channel. We are bringing to light, and we all got our own opinion. Let the record reflect. Okay.
Secret Service Sam over here.
See, didn't I just say Secret Service Sam? Did I not just say Secret Service Sam? He stands in. This lady stands in. Kimberly stands in. Nancy Grace, which you know she's a little sketchy. You know we don't know because she was talking bad about Carmelo Anthony. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony because y'all his trials, his court cases is coming up this coming up week. But anyway, so no, absolutely not. We are just bringing to light all the BS and all the stuff that we have to deal with in America. Now let's continue.
We be playing J. Megan over here. We wouldn't be playing no damn Nancy Grace.
Facts.
If it was just about skin color.
Facts.
Understand, this is a war of good and evil.
Facts.
This is a spiritual war.
Facts. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what sexual preference you are. It's your business. I go off how you treat me as a person. I don't care what color you are, if you're green, purple, if you're Asian, if you're brown, if you're Hispanic, whatever you're Indian, whatever your nationality is. I go off of how our relationship is, how you treat me. I don't go off of just because you're a white person, just because you're a black person, just because we got black racists in our community. Look at Tatum Batum. You know, in my opinion, he is a super racist. Okay? He don't like his own skin that he's in. I'm sorry. And also, you know, Stephen A. Smith. Those are our black racists that are in our community. So y'all can miss me with that if y'all saying that, you know, y'all thinking that I'm a racist. Absolutely not. Y'all got it twisted. Y'all, let's continue.
I'm not thinking about it. Protect J. Megan at all costs.
Called her 8 times because you were motivated to get in touch with her. But Warren wasn't the only one to slip up, because listen.
And he's on the phone with Cito, and he's trying to get them on the phone. And as he stated in a moment,
Cynthia Turner said this was a setup. Those boys knew what they were doing. I absolutely agree. If y'all agree with Cynthia, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. I do believe that this was a setup, and they know what's going on. They absolutely know what's going on. Hey, J Money, how are you? They know exactly what is going on. But y'all, they are even saying, hold up, we got to turn it around, baby. We got to turn it around. They are saying Secret Service Sam, he brought up a good point, y'all. Secret Service Sam brought up a good point. Y'all know what point he brought up? He said Warren is over there losing weight like it ain't nobody business. He is over there losing weight like it ain't nobody business. Why is he losing weight? Because he's the main one that knows everything that's going on. All them jokers, you got 3 boats with 10 people each in each boat, and y'all can't tell me it's only 3 or 4 or 5 of y'all pack of fake friend liars that are coming out trying to explain what's going on. No, y'all are trying to grip because y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know y'all about to be hit with a massive lawsuit that's going to probably bankrupt all y'all rich jokers with all these trading boats and whatever kind of boats y'all have, because y'all know what y'all did to Nolan. So Nolan's spirit is haunting y'all, and it's really taking on a toll on Warren. Warren looked like he's over there like he is, I don't know if the Ozempic face is, he got the Ozempic face. He got the face that I'm like about to unalive myself. I think that some of them are probably gonna try to unalive themselves because they are getting down to the bottom of this. They then y'all, they even got the Black Caucus involved. They even are asking for the feds to get involved. Y'all think that these boys are not gonna break? They're gonna break. And let them go in separate rooms and let the feds of all kind of federalities get them in rooms individually. One of them are gonna break, and it looks like Warren is already breaking because it looks like he is losing weight so bad that I don't even know if it's the weight, if it's the the Ozempic face, which he's already skinny, so I know he ain't on no Ozempic, but he's looking almost as bad as Brandy. And y'all know I'm not making fun of Brandy, but y'all know Brandy, the singer, Ray J's sister. She is, have y'all seen her? She looks really bad. And Warren, he's starting to look really bad too. But I think Nolan's spirit is eating at all of them. And I believe that they're about to crack. But who do y'all think is going to crack first? Who do y'all think is going to break first? I believe it's Warren, because Warren's already losing weight. He's already stressed out. He's talking about he's scared. Adorable says Jax knows too. Yes, Jax knows too. Yes, absolutely. But y'all, let's listen to the tea. Let's finish listening.
Like, C2's just asking all these dumb questions. I can't, figure out what's going on. And so finally he hangs up, and after the trim to the motor started working in. So they manually trimmed it down by the buttons on the motor, trimmed it down, and some electronics started to come back on. And they got the motor to crank over. They're like, all right, untie us.
So first off, Jax just proved that the boys put the phone on mute during the call with Cito, because I listened to the entire 8-minute call, and at no point did they ever say anything about them asking all these stupid questions. Then he said after they hung up on the Cito, that's when it started working again, and they said, okay, untie us, implying that it had been tied up to the other boat the entire time. But we see in this video that they are hauling the line back.
Hey, Anonymous, how are you? Welcome in. Anonymous says, is Jax wearing Katie's shorts? Anonymous, you is a mess. You already coming in, cutting up, Anonymous. Anonymous, you is already coming in, cutting up. Happy Sunday fun day, y'all. Let's continue. Anonymous is a mess, y'all. Let's continue.
In right here as he's on the phone. So you can see right here where the line is being pulled in from across the way where the boat is stationed. Meaning he had already hung up with Cito at that point, and he had to have been on the phone with someone else. And what we see here.
Wait a minute. Hold up, swole up. Did you guys see? Hold on. Did y'all see there was a girl on the boat? Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let's wrap that back. Hold up, swole up. Hold up. Let's wrap that back.
Uh-oh. Line back in right here as he's on the phone. So you can see right here where the line is being pulled in from across the way where the boat is stationed. Meaning he had already hung up with Cito at that point, and he had to have been on the phone with someone else. And what we see here.
Uh-oh, there was somebody on that. There was a female on that boat. There was a female on that boat. Y'all, they're saying, is that Warren's mom? Is somebody's mama that was on that boat? Somebody's mama is on the boat. And where is Warren's real mother at? Was that Warren's real mother, or I think they're saying that's a stepmother, I believe. But y'all, let's skip this commercial and then let's get into it. Let's continue. Hold on real quick, y'all. We gotta skip this commercial. I'm telling you, this is crazy, y'all. This is super crazy, y'all. Let's continue.
Last video. Was it the last video or the video before last? I said that video you can't hear through the video who the hell we on the phone with. We don't know who we on the phone with. We just hear Brandon Tatum loud.
Oh, Purple Flower says that's the judge with the Dixie bikini on allegedly. Y'all, did y'all see her badonkadonk? I mean, y'all, she had them cheeks in the air. Hold on, we gotta wrap that back. She had them cheeks all up in the air. Hold on, let's wrap it back so we can see. Cause that was a female that was on the boat. Y'all, let's wrap that back.
That it had been tied up to the other boat the entire time. But we see in this video that they are hauling the line back in right here as he's on the phone. So you can see right here where the line is being pulled in from across the way where the boat is stationed. Meaning he had already hung up with Cito at that point, and he had to have been on the phone with someone else.
Do y'all see that? Hold on, let me play that just a minute. Let me see if I can pause it.
Across the way where the boat is stationed. Meaning he had already hung up with Cito at that point, and he had to have been on the phone with someone else.
There she go with the Dixie bikini on. Oh, alopecia. Oh, she got the cheeks up in the air. So y'all. Oh my God. Anonymous says, toot it up like a bad jar or a kimchi and steak. Anonymous, you is a mess. Are those kimchi cheeks? Or are those the Dixie cheeks like Purple Flower said? She got the Dixie bikini on. And she is over there, I'm telling you, with her cheeks all in the air. Is she trying to catch something? Or what is she doing bending over like that? Y'all, what is she doing bending over like that? And who allegedly mama is? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think this is Warren's mama. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that this is Warren's mama. Because I thought they said it was a pack of boys basically that went on the boats, right? There was nothing but a bunch of dudes, I mean, allegedly, and this woman right here, I mean, in the Dixie bikini with the cheeks all in the air. I mean, I wonder. Y'all, let's continue listening, y'all. Let's continue. We done seen the cheeks in the air and them on the boat. Like, I mean, look at him. He they out there just, I mean, having a good time on the water. But y'all, let's continue. Anonymous says, predators come in all shapes and sizes. Absolutely. Why is she hanging out with all the men on the boat? And if it's the mother, I heard somebody say something about Nolan and one of their parents. I mean, I don't know how true it is. Because y'all know back in the heyday, I ain't gonna say, you know, how old I am, y'all. But back in the heydays, y'all know, remember, what's her name? Lorena something, I think, not Lorena, of course not Lorena Bob. What's her name? The one that was in Florida. You remember the girl that was in Florida? She was a teacher. Do y'all remember this story? She was a teacher and she was sleeping with her student. And then she was married. And then the student got her pregnant. And then she went to jail for 7 years. She came back out, linked up with that same student, because, you know, he was an adult then, had another child, and then y'all come to find out, I just found out that she passed away a few years ago from cancer. See, God don't like ugly. You was a married woman messing with a little boy as a teacher? That is sick behavior. But that's what some people do. These people are sick. Mary Kay Letourneau, yes. Hey, Seeker, how are you? Welcome in, Seeker. Yes, Mary Kay Letourneau. She was messing with her student, and she was a married woman with children. And they gave her 7 years, I believe, in prison, and she came out of prison and still was messing with that same student that she had already made a baby with. And then she passed away and died from cancer. Yes, Victoria says, karma don't miss nobody. Absolutely. That's why I'm saying these pack of fake friends, they think that they're gonna go through life and not say anything. No, karma's gonna come and get them. We already see Warren is losing weight. Like he's out there working on the cotton field, right? Purple Flower says, that's another female on the boat with a red and a white bikini on. They edited her out. Oh, Bree said it. Oh. Okay, so y'all, let's finish. Let's continue. Let's finish listening because she has a lot of information.
And what was he here?
Who said that in the last video? Was it the last video or the video before last? I said that video you can't hear through the video who the hell he on the phone with. We don't know who he on the phone with. We just hear Brandon Tatum loud ass mouth saying he's on the phone with Cito. That's why he keeps on reiterating. He's on the phone with Cito. We don't know who the hell he on the phone with in that video.
And once again, we have an interview where they go into so much detail about stuff that doesn't matter.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead first. I'll explain a bit.
We fucking get how a bill pump works. We get it by now.
Okay.
Stop fucking talking about the bill pump. What we actually want to hear about is the multiple stops that were made before ending up back at the grandparents' house before they even took the boat to the boat dock. We want you guys to explain how the sea tow was canceled by the grandfather on the captain's private line before you guys had even hung up with sea tow. That's why nobody believes a word that you are saying. Because I showed y'all yesterday how AI had clearly doctored these photos. If you missed it, look, silver pole. Look, no silver pole. It's actually white.
Oh, wow.
In the grandparent.
Oh, wow. So AI is even trying to help them lie. Is AI out here trying to help them perpetrate a fraud too? Whoa. Wow, look at these boats, y'all. Whoa, AI is trying to perpetrate a fraud and help them. Oh, alopecia. Let's continue listening to Bree, y'all. This is crazy. Wow.
This driveway of the Triton, you will see that the little handrails are not leaning over. You will see that the rails are going straight up and down and not leaning, which is why I also suspect
snap.
the identity of whoever
Oh.
did intention.
Oh, wait a minute. Bree is catching on to everything. Bree, oh my God. Bree, I think you need to work for Ben Crump. Put a one in the chat if y'all think that Bree needs to go ahead and work for Ben Crump. Put a one in the chat. Bree is getting straight to business. OMG. Bree, Ben Crump, do y'all have any openings over there at y'all's law firm? Because I think Bree would best be very good at breaking everything down because she's super detailed. Bree is super detailed, Ben Crump. I mean, really and truly, if you have to go to court whenever y'all go to court, I think she would be the best person to be in court breaking everything down because she is very detailed and she is in the weeds with it. Y'all see, these are things that I don't catch and a lot of us don't catch. Oh my God. Purple Flower says she needs her own ish. Yes. She is breaking it all the way down. Y'all, let's continue listening to Bree. Shout out to her. Smash the like button, y'all. This is crazy. Oh my God.
Really covered up because first off, who wears this weird swimsuit thing? This is somebody who, if they were with them, would have stood out in a crowd. But this woman who's in a red striped swimsuit with a white baseball cap shows up in a lot of different pictures, just oh so obscure. Here she is again, handing out beers on Bart's boat. So
wow.
I suspect that whoever that was in fact on the Triton, and they used AI to change her clothing and to obscure her identity.
Wow. Shout out to Bree. Y'all go follow her on TikTok. She is breaking this down. OMG. Bree is, now I don't know if she is, let me turn it around. I don't know if she's like, y'all know Kimberly. Y'all know Kimberly has a law degree. See, they thought that Kimberly was talking too much too, just like Bree. They're like, y'all are talking too much. Y'all are solving this case before we are. We're trying to not solve the case, and y'all are making us come out and threaten y'all with good times with lawsuits and stuff like that. Don't come out here threatening us with a good time. Didn't Al Sharpton said y'all can sue us all y'all want to, but when the discovery comes, y'all don't want to play and tread them waters. Y'all don't threaten me with a good time. Because I'm saying what I feel like in my opinion. Y'all think y'all gonna silence all of us content creators? Don Lemon, Nancy Grace? Absolutely not. We are saying what we want to say in our opinion. Let the record reflect. So there's no way y'all can come and try to sue us for saying what we feel and what we think. Y'all do not have us back in 1940s. We're sorry. Just like the Alex Murdaugh case, it was the same thing 2.0. They were saying on that documentary that I watched, I tried to go over it, but YouTube is like messing with me. They're like, this is not your content, whatever. I was trying to show y'all that in that case too, with the boating accident that his son went and got drunker than Cooter Brown. He hit something in the water, flipped the girl out the boat, and she was found a week later. And then they I think it was $4.5 million lawsuit on them. This is the same exact situation. This is the same exact situation. That's why they're trying to make this, raise this money with the GoFundMe and stuff, because those lawsuits with boating accidents and somebody getting killed is a lot of money. A lot of money. So this is why they're trying to, act like they're hurt, like they're damsels in distress. These pack of liars, fake friends of theirs are trying to cry and holler a wolf when nobody's listening. We want to know what the F happened to Nolan Wells. Why y'all are over there hollering, crying, and slinging snot on Tatum Batum, the YouTube pet is over there trying to pamper y'all up. But we're not going for it. But y'all, let's finish listening, because Bree is on to something.
Because I think this was either Warren's mother or Wyatt's stepmother, which would explain the older female voice people said they've heard on the Cito. Because otherwise, why would he need to call his mother 8 times? Unless, according to his own words,
if you're motivated enough to do it.
Doesn't Warren look like Freddy Krueger? He really does look like Freddy Krueger, and he's losing weight like a cancer patient is losing weight. I'm not making in front of nobody, with cancer or nothing like that, but I'm saying he's losing so much weight. He is losing so much weight. Y'all, look at Freddy Krueger. Look at Warren Cougar. Look at Warren Cougar. Don't he look like you could tell he lost a lot of weight already? German said Freddie's son. Yes, that's Freddie's son. OMG, y'all. Let's continue listening. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because remember, there is a 4th boat out there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Holy fuck, I just accidentally stumbled onto something that literally is concrete proof. Oh my God, next video coming. Oh my God.
I'm gonna try to get the video. I try to wait for it, but I need to get y'all this so y'all can go ahead and screen record it. But I just came across a video. People already on it. They are already on it. You got people already saying, no, he didn't. Just say his mother was on that island. Watch this, y'all.
He didn't just admit that his mother was at Horn Island too, right? He didn't just admit this.
Realistically, you could. If you want to sit there, if you're motivated enough to do it, yeah. Like, I made a phone call to my mom, and I had to call her like 8 times before she picked up, because either her service was bad, she was on the back side of the aisle on the south side, or my service was bad, and it was just hard to get through. But like, if I went and posted a video on Snapchat, like, honestly, I don't think it would like either post or send to somebody. I think
so. He said out of his own mouth that his mother was on the island, but he said he had to call her. He don't know if the service was bad. Y'all, these are the lies that they are telling. I mean, y'all, this is crazy. Y'all, let's continue listening. This is off the chain, y'all. Oh my God.
Oh, I sent my buddy where we were at, a buddy of mine. I was like, hey, come meet us, and I sent him a video, and he's like, dude, I couldn't get a hold of you all day. And like, that explains the point. Like, I sent him a video where we were at, and never sent until I got inshore.
Yeah.
Because I haven't.
Did you hear that? Was she at Horn Island? Because he said he tried to call her, but she was on the backside of the island. Let me hear this one more time.
I made a phone call to my mom, and I had to call her like 8 times before she picked up, because either her service was bad, she was on the back side of the aisle on the south side. I had to call her like 8 times before she picked up, because either her service was...
I can't hold it there. I can't hold it now. Try to be quiet. I can't hold it in. This is why some people are saying, is Brandon Tatum using his officer skills to put them in their own interrogation? Because if he really was an officer like he said, we all know. I don't know how many of y'all know. If you want to get a lie out of somebody, if you want to see if they're lying or not, all you do is gotta let them talk.
Facts.
All you do is gotta let somebody talk to figure out if they lying or not.
Exactly.
He let them talk, record this shit, and upload it. If you analyze what the hell they're telling on themselves.
Facts.
I've heard some people saying, shit, Brandon Taylor, he's setting them up. I heard people say that.
Oh, believe that. I didn't think about that. Is Tatum Batum setting them up? He is setting them up because, y'all, they are talking. And y'all, I don't know if you guys were all in the building when I first started, y'all. Let's take a second to smash the like button if y'all don't mind. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up to at least 200. Let's take a second to smash the like button, y'all. Let's smash the like button. Let's smash the like button. Let's take a couple of seconds to smash the like button, and then we'll continue. Let's smash the like button. Because this is getting crazy. Smash the like button. Okay, we got 64 likes. Let's get the double tap, hit the like button, y'all. Let's get the likes up. We got almost 300 people in the building. Let's get the likes up to like at least 300, y'all. Because this is crazy. This stuff right here, I'm telling you, this situation all together in a nutshell is basically a super, super cover up, y'all. Let's smash the like button. And let me tell y'all this. I believe, because shout out to Queen Ahmadiyah Shakur. Y'all go check her channel out. Subscribe to her channel. She showed yesterday where Tatum Batum, and I didn't even know this, he has a liquor brand. And guess what one of his drinks is called? Like not guilty or not or innocent or not guilty or something. That's what his drinks is. Yes, Nate says Tatum just grifting. Yes, they are all grifting. Even Trump's lawyers. So Trump lawyer, if y'all don't know, I found out last night. Trump's lawyer that's over there with his teeth look like he's on the white powder and his teeth is doing the Dougie and the two-step. He got them bad teeth, but he's supposed to be like all billionaire or whatever, but you could tell he's on the white powder, allegedly, in my opinion. He cannot practice in Mississippi. So he was over there sitting next to them boys in Mississippi, acting like he's tough, talking about we got to apologize. No, absolutely not. Tammy says, add a door bruiser, just because you repeat ish doesn't make it true. Absolutely, Tammy. Facts on facts. Absolutely. But y'all, the teeth is doing the Dougie, and Mississippi is not accepting him. They say get somebody else to do it. You and your cracked out teeth, go somewhere else. Go finish trying to support Trump and see if he got any more defamation lawsuits. Because in Mississippi, sir, you're not welcome. You and your teeth that are doing the Dougie over there on Horn Island and with them boys, go over there and find somebody else and get somebody else to do it. Thank you, Jennifer, for the heart. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. And thank everybody for being here. Even if you don't agree with me, you don't have to be here, right? Because this is a whole Nolan Wells live, and we are in support and trying to figure out what happened to Nolan Wells. We are trying to crack the case because guess what? Mississippi ain't doing a darn thing. I mean, isn't it Sheriff Letberry? He said, oh, ain't nothing here to see. Oh, there's no foul play. Before Nolan Wells autopsy even came back. Y'all get the likes up. Y'all, why are they trying to play with us? Why do they think that we're a bunch of Willy Foo-Foos and Willy Lump-Lumps? Didn't Alex Murdoch, he effed around and found out? He was over there unaliving his wife, his son, trying to have somebody unalive him, playing the games because he was filthy rich. And even the boys was, they were saying that the boy had an alter ego because he feels like he couldn't be himself because they had so much money. So I'm telling you, it's crazy. Tammy says, Jax, you are a racist and terribly misinformed. Tammy, you know to put them out. Just, send them to the block party, wherever they may lay or may slay, Tammy. We got ignorant folks in here, and we're not going to let it stop us. Y'all can come over here and try to threaten us with a good time, but we are not scared at all, okay? So, y'all, let's continue.
But I don't think so. I think he's just as slow. Once you slow, you think everybody's slow. That's how slow works. I'm telling you, this is how it works. My bad. It just sometimes I'm trying to let the video play, but all that pressure and excitement, I just can't hold it.
Tabby says, be God trolls. I know that's right, Tabby. Look, they're not going to come over here and try to get on our nerves early in this Sunday morning. This is a beautiful morning, good start of all of our day. We not bothered by y'all trolls. We just send you to the block party, and we normally put the nuts in y'all's mouth to go. So y'all go in wherever y'all may lay or may slay, but y'all are not going to be a thorn in our behind. So goodbye and good riddance. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Y'all, let's continue.
But let's get y'all.
Bad. She was on the back side of the aisle on the south side. They called her like 8 times before she picked up because either her service was bad, she was on the back side of the aisle on the south side. But like if I went and posted a video on Snapchat, like honestly, I don't think it would like either post or send to somebody. I think, I sent my buddy where we were at, a buddy of mine. I was like,
You guys tell me, let me know what you think. Was he talking about the 4th of July, or was he talking about another occasion?
Nah, don't give him no ammo.
On the next interview and say that was another occasion. Boy, they having there's so many things like that in the interview.
Yeah, and y'all seen the caption when they said, why are they saying Nolan Wells' full name?
Seeker, you are absolutely right. I mean, Tabby just had to put one out on the block party. I mean, Seeker says in here complaining, but you hear absolutely. Ain't nobody crying and slinging snot because you think that you can come here and talk crazy to us. We're not crying. We're just gonna put you out. Absolutely, we're gonna put you out of your own misery. Okay. All right, we hope you have a wonderful day. And don't bump into somebody else's chat because then they may cuss you out. But y'all, let's continue.
Like if your homeboy, you speaking about you don't have a little nickname. Well, let's just say they don't have a nickname for Nolan Wells. You're not going to be sitting up there saying Nolan Wells. What? You saying his whole name? That don't sit well.
Exactly.
Sit well. Listen, bro, they telling on themselves.
Facts.
Make sure y'all screen record these videos. If you ain't got no room or space on your phone, just do like little snippets or something. Because
Facts.
they coming after the TikTok people.
Yes.
Because they cooking. They are.
Hey, Dr. J. Yes, and they are coming after all of us. Everybody who is getting closer and hitting a nerve. I mean, like me, y'all. Like I said, I'm number 1 on the to be sued list. Out of all people, we got Don Lemon up there. Judge Mathis is even on the same list I'm on, and they got me as number 1. So I just played a game with them. I just, if you can't beat them, you join them, right? They got GoFundMe's out. They got gift sends and go. So guess what I did? I put my Cash App up there too. Y'all are grifting, okay? I'm just following suit. This is what y'all are doing, but see, y'all are doing it in the fact that y'all are sitting there lying because y'all know what happened to Nolan Wells and y'all are trying to grift off of his name. So y'all put y'all's gift sends go and GoFundMe up so y'all can collect money because y'all know it's about to be a lawsuit. It's about to be a lawsuit. And y'all are not going to probably be able to handle that lawsuit with y'all's money because y'all's money only goes so far. Now, if you only got $5 in the bank and they're suing you for $500,000, I mean, is that going to be a problem for y'all? I do believe so. Is it going to bankrupt them? I mean, they're going to be selling Triton boats for $50, all kind of boats for $20 just to come up with some money to try to, get this lawsuit paid off. I mean, y'all, it's going to be boats for cheap. So y'all, if y'all are boaters, y'all may watch out. I mean, there may be some boats going for sale, some Tritons or whatever the heck that dang name of the boat is. It may be some Tritons going up for sale for $50 or $100 real soon, but y'all be careful because it may be some evidence in them boats. Y'all may want to just be careful. I mean, y'all just want to be careful. I'm just saying, y'all, they're going to put them boats up there for sale real quick, but y'all, let's continue.
Cooking, y'all. That's the end of the video, y'all. I wanted to hurry up and get that over to y'all because she said a lot. Hell, I'm going to have to go back and analyze what she was saying myself, play by play, because she speaks fast. She got to get it out. Because they would shut her videos off before she even get it out to us.
But see, if you guys are on TikTok, so shout out to Big Kish. And if you guys are not on Big Kish's, if y'all not on Big Kish's, subscribe to his channel, y'all go to Big Kish. It's BIGGKISH. Go to his channel, subscribe to his channel, because I'm telling you, he is breaking it down. But y'all, let's kind of swing it back over so we can listen to see what Nolan Wells' mom's was response, because she breaks it down. She goes and tells exactly what happened, because we know these pack of fake friends and liars is over here trying to perpetrate a fraud, putting 2 on 10. and then acting like they're so hurt and so like damsels in distress. But y'all, let me see. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. I got clicked on the wrong one. They act like they are damsels in distress when they are a bunch of fake friends that know exactly what happened in Nolan Wells. But y'all, let's listen to Nolan Wells' mom and let's see what Nolan Wells' mom had to say, because this situation is crazy. Uh-oh.
Is and was an incredible, just incredible soul. He was the person who, no matter where you were in life or what was going on, he was going to be your biggest cheerleader. And I can attest to that because after COVID, my sister was like, oh, you should do social media. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do social media. I like to just watch others. And then Nolan was like, no, Mom, you should do it. I'll help you with the videos. I got you. And, just anytime I was like, oh, I just really don't want to do this anymore, Nolan was like, no, Mama, you hadn't posted today. And I'm like, I don't want to post. I'm tired. Yeah. But, that's the kind of person he was. He was God-fearing, God-loving. That boy had faith beyond measure.
And this is not my camera shaking. Whoever recorded this is like they're shaking, so it's not my fault. My camera is steady. But y'all, let's continue.
Just a bright light. And he was our bright light. As far as that day goes, went to work and
Adorable says children of the corn. Yes, I call them the children of the Mississippi corn, the pack of fake friends and the pack of fake friend liars. Y'all, this is crazy. The way they are treating Christine, and she's only a grieving mother, the way they are attacking her job, trying to Google bomb her. Y'all, it's ridiculous. But y'all, let's continue.
He was making salmon, so he was FaceTiming me as I'm trying to see patients kind of in between, of course not answering the phone in the room. And he's like, hey Mom, how's this look? Is this enough season? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I was like, okay. I was like, you don't have to do that. And he's like, no, I'm gonna take care of it. I was like, okay, sure. And so he finishes cooking, get home, and he's like, yeah, what you know about this? And he was, guys, when I tell you, he loved to joke. Like, he was just one of those people. He wanted everyone around him to smile, be happy, feel comfortable and accepted. And that is the kind of person God made him. Us as parents, we definitely had that influence, but Nolan was just naturally a peacemaker. Yeah. And so yeah, after that it was, 8, and then he got ready to go. He did his normal, hugged us up, I love you, Mom. I was like, be safe, knowing this was gonna be his last weekend before going back to school, because football was starting, the summer training was starting.
Wow.
And this was his.
And y'all, let me say this too. I believe, in my heart of hearts, I believe that these boys were jealous of Nolan too, because y'all know he was a great football player. And he was going, I think, to some college. I can't remember, doing something to football that like Monday that he was supposed to be, still with us after the weekend of the 4th of July. I believe the one big thing was they were jealous, especially if the story is true with the Katie situation and Bart, that was his ex-boo thing. And then now he's like, Nolan is talking to my ex-boo thing. I mean, you are not going to be talking to my ex-boo thing. And I believe it was a fight ensued in some kind of jealousy rant about Katie, if that story was true. Because, I mean, y'all, there's a lot of stuff going around. But y'all, let's continue.
Second year at Southwest, and so we knew this was going to be a big year for him. Dad and him had been training and doing all these things and really just kind of sitting with him and letting him know, like, hey, we're going to the next stage in your life as well as, your football career. So the focus was there, and he was ready. So he leaves that day. He leaves that day with, he drives his car. And he told us kind of a general, like, hey, we're going to go to the island. Like, we knew that, staying at Jack's house. And Jack's was a friend I think we've met in passing before. And that's the thing, I always say there's a difference in meeting someone knowing of someone and then knowing someone. Knowing implies that we've sat down, we've had discussions about your hopes, your dreams, you know, knowing you, okay, hey, he stayed the night at my house, which Wyatt, one of his friends, he had stayed at our house a couple of times. And then Jax, again, that was one I just maybe saw in passing a few times. There's only a handful of young men that we actually knew, like he grew up with. And when I say grew up, I'm saying from like first grade, they've known each other all through high school now that they're graduated. And that would be like Jalen and Javon, LeBaron, those are kids that we knew. So it's been hard seeing all this kind of play out.
Yeah.
And you know, these are people that he considered friends.
Yes. Dad, I want to ask you, because it was Warren Hudson, one of the people that he traveled with, who called to alert you all that Nolan.
The real talk. Thank you. Yes, we gotta break it all the way down, because I mean, I'm not breaking it down as deep as Bree, because Bree, she like really goes into detail. Even a lot of us have like, we're like, whoa, Bree is like, I mean, she's in the weeds with it. She's seeing and catching stuff. Like, I mean, even on all the pictures, she's very, very detailed when she's doing her research and seeing them. She's like, I mean, she got the eye for this, right? You know, certain people have an eye for certain things that they do. She has an eye for this. But y'all, let's continue.
Is missing.
Yes.
So we know at 5:44, the boat returns, Nolan is not there.
Mm-hmm.
At 11 p.m., he calls to say Nolan is missing. I wonder if either of you ever wants to answer, what happened in those few hours that prompted Warren to be concerned?
I'm not quite sure what would prompt him to be concerned, but all I can say is what I did that day. So, me and my sister, we made an order of pancit, which is a Filipino noodle dish for one of our friends that were having a big family get together, and we really didn't have anything planned for the 4th. So me and my sister are, you know, cleaning up, and this is about 8, and she's like, hey, you know, no one hasn't texted us. Like, and that's the thing, no one was really big with communication with us, right? And so I call him, doesn't answer, I end the call. Call back, and this is probably, I think, maybe around 8. Don't quote me on the times, guys. So then I call again later around 8, still no answer. And then I want to say I called one more time, and I think that was at like 10:48. So
Wow.
I'm in the kitchen, my phone rings now. This is probably like early 11 o'clock, somewhere around there. Phone rings when I make it back to the phone, and I'm like, whose number is this? Because, you know, we get weird phone calls sometimes. They didn't leave a message. Number pops back up. I pick up the phone because it says maybe Warren. And I'm like, Warren? So this is 11:07. That's per my cell phone records. So I answer the phone. He's like, hey, Miss Christine, have you seen or talked to Nolan? I said, no. Why? He should be with you guys. And he said, oh, no, well, you know, when we went to the island, there was a girl named Katie that he met, and he had decided to stay behind. I said, what? Because we know our child. And Nolan isn't one to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to throw caution to the wind, and I'm going to stay here with this girl that I just met. So
Yes, the real talk. Warren said he got her number from Jalen. Now, if you are a pack of best friends, let me turn the camera. If you are Nolan's best friend, you would think that maybe possibly that you would have Nolan's mom's number like Javon did. I mean, why are they, yo, do we gotta take them to court? Do we gotta take them to a best friend court? Because all of them are saying, I'm Nolan's best friend. I'm Nolan's best friend. No, I'm Nolan's best friend. I'm Nolan's best friend. Who is all Nolan's best friends? Because if y'all are saying y'all are Nolan's best friends, I just don't understand what your definition of a best friend is. Because if y'all were best friends, y'all would have called 911, the Coast Guard, everybody got a phone. Now, whoever called the boat told people they weren't the only ones with a phone. There was 4 boats out there. All of them should have been ringing 911, Coast Guard, helicopters, ambulance, 911 on the water. They should have all been calling somebody, right? If you are saying y'all are best friends, we gotta take them to court, y'all. We gotta take them to best friend court. We gotta take them to best friends court because everybody is hollering, crying, slinging snot, and saying that I'm Nolan's best friend. But none of his best friends are coming to his rescue. They're just, trying to put Band-Aids over this because they don't want everybody to know what really happened to Nolan. Is this what a best friend? Does y'all's best friend do this? If y'all are in a situation, it doesn't even matter if y'all had a bad day at work. Y'all dealing with how to get rid of ants in your grass, how to get rid of whatever, how to do this, whatever the case may be, you're gonna always call your best friend because you're like, your best friend is gonna give you some good advice. Or even if they don't give you some good advice, they will give you like, okay, well, this is what I would do if I had ants in my grass. I would just go get some ortho and just spread it in there. Just don't go get the Raid. They're gonna give you some great advice. They're gonna protect you also if they know you call them and they're in a situation, altercation at the store. They got into an altercation with somebody at Walmart or something. They're going to call you and say, girl, I don't know, girl. They got the last bottle of water and this girl is trying to fight me. What should I do? Should I, give them 12 pieces and 2 biscuits to go? Or should I just walk away and just, see if there's some other bottles of water I can get? They're going to give you some great advice. They're going to help you. If something happens, they're going to look out for you. Now, I don't know what kind of best friends I got to look up their best friend definition. Hey, Phyllis, good morning. I got to look up their definition of being a best friend. Because their best friend definition is not jiving with my best friend definition, right? And everybody's saying, oh, we're the best friends. Are they just using that as a part of their grift? To get this GoFundMe money because they know they about to be tagged with a big lawsuit? That they're going to have to sell houses, boats, and cars. They're going to even have to be selling their toothbrushes. I do believe so. It's going to be so huge and so massive. The insurance claims, whatever insurance money that they can even apply for, the boating accident, they're supposed to have some type of boating insurance, I'm sure. They're supposed to have insurance and all these other things. And y'all know, because I was in a car accident. And if you don't have the proper people on that insurance, the insurance is not going to pay out. The insurance won't pay out. So if Warren was driving his grandpa's boat, because I know those boats are not theirs. Those boats are in their grandpa's name, their mom and daddy's names. Are they on the insurance policies? Because if they're not on the insurance policies, oh man, that's going to be an uphill battle for them families. That's why they're trying to get these GoFundMe, gift sends, and going, trying to get some money because these lawsuits they're monstrous, y'all. But y'all, let's continue. And Ben Crump ain't playing.
Phone with him. Now I'm in panic. I'm running to my room. Elmore was in bed watching a different movie, and I'm like frantic. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, Nolan is missing. I'm trying to pull up the GPS as I'm talking to him, and at some point he tells me that I was like, well, his phone says GPS Life 360, not Snapchat.
Right.
Life 360 says that he's on land, and he was like, well, no, we have his phone. And I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, okay. Because at that point, you're telling me, this is coming from Warren, don't worry about it, we're gonna find him, it's gonna be okay. Don't tell me not to worry, this is my child.
Facts.
My flesh and blood that I brought into this world. And you're telling me not to worry. Absolutely not. So then it was, after the phone call ended, of course, asking him for information. What was he wearing? He was like, last seen, Northwest tip, black shorts, sunglasses.
And did he not have on blue shorts? Because I remember in those pictures, they were blue shorts. Put what color shorts y'all seen in the picture? Because they're saying, if I'm understanding her correctly, she said that he had on black shorts. But in those pictures, he had on blue shorts. And it was very evident. And I ain't colorblind. But y'all, these are the little silly games that they're playing. But y'all, let's continue.
Important. So I end up calling DMR. Spoke with the DMR. She took all of her audience. DMR. So DMR is because he went missing on the island. They are basically the marine people, right? They're the ones who's going to launch the boats to go into the water and all that. But before getting off the phone with Warren, he was like, "Hey, I know some people at Coast Guard." I said, "Okay." He's like, "I'm gonna call Coast Guard. You call DMR." Get on the phone with DMR. I give the young lady the information. And she tells me, "Hey, I got this, let me call you back." And she was like, "I'm not sure if this is gonna be in our jurisdiction," essentially. So then she calls back and she tells me, "Okay, yeah, we spoke with Coast Guard." And I'm like, "Okay," but they're like, "This isn't our jurisdiction. You have to contact the city of Ocean Springs."
See, and that's the thing. The Real Talk says, who did he know at the Coast Guard? I'm wondering too. Because are they all connected, even the Coast Guard down there, to where the Coast Guard's helping them do this cover up too? I mean, y'all, this is the same situation, like I said, with Alex Murdaugh. Alex Murdaugh was a huge lawyer in South Carolina. He was filthy rich, and he was stealing people's money that they won lawsuits with. And then he was like, they were like the prominent family in that area. And is this the same way because the governor is connected? I mean, the DA, the medical examiner, all of them are connected. They go out to golf, like Queen said. They go out to golf. They go on vacations together. They are connected, and they are running things the way they want to run it. But y'all, let's continue listening.
I said, "Okay, hang up the phone. Call an Ocean Springs Police Department." They say, "Hey, you have to physically come down and give a report." I said, "Okay." So on our way, because we don't live that far from the police station, on our way there, I was like, "Well, let me stop by the hospital," because there's a hospital that's maybe 5 minutes up the road from our house. Stop by there, I'm like, "Hey, have you guys seen this kid? Has he been brought in?" The lady's like, "No, ma'am, we haven't." I said, "Okay, thank you." Run out, we go to the police department. Get to the police station, and the officer basically says, "Again, this is out of our jurisdiction." And at that point, I'm like, "My God, who am I supposed to talk to? Who is supposed to help me with this?" So then he said, "It's going to be, you would have to call DMR." So we've already called DMR. DMR said it's not in their...
See, this is when they were giving her a whole runaround. This is where the shenanigans started. This is where the shenanigans started.
Jurisdiction. So we end up, I think at some point I had called Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Yeah. So she calls back and she's like, "Hey, are you there?" I said, "Yes, we're here," but he's telling us the same thing you guys told us, which is no, we can't take it. She gets on the phone with the police officer. Now this is Jackson County Sheriff's Department speaking with the Ocean Springs Police Department. Ocean Springs Police Department is saying, "This is why we can't take this information." She says, "Okay." He gives me the phone back, and she's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna take the information." And that was, we met an officer, it was after midnight. Yeah, somewhere after midnight. Met him in the McDonald's parking lot and gave him the information. He was just like, "Okay, thanks." And I was like, where is the urgency? And so, as far as we know...
Let me say this. There is no urgency because they already know. They are all friends. They alerted. Hey, she's going to call 911. She's going to call this. She's going to call DNR. She's going to call the Coast Guards. Y'all, we on alert. We on alert. This is what happened. They unalived her son, and we don't give a flying F. Let's try to cover it up. If she tried to tell you, hey, meet her at the parking lot. Who meets somebody in the parking lot of McDonald's to do a report? Y'all, this is crazy.
There were no boats on the water that night. We actually, his high school football coach, Coach Bramlett, text Elmore that morning. He said, hey man, I got a boat. Because again, we don't have boats. Let me make that very clear. We do not have a boat. We're not moving people. We don't do water like that, okay? So Coach Graham was like, hey, I got a boat. So we was like, great, let's go. We're on the water. We go out there. We walk the island. Cell phone works perfectly fine. I actually had almost an entire conversation with my grandmother who was in a panic as we're walking this island looking for anything.
I just want to pause there. The cell phone worked fine. Because in the reporting, there's been so much reporting that there's poor cell phone reception. And this is some of the disputes that we have about that night. Dad, feel free to jump in here because they're saying he met this young lady, Katie, and that he stayed back. According to the reporting, Katie saying no. He said he was going to go with his friends. According to the reporting, the friend said, no, he left us his phone because there was no reception. Dad, have you found any consistencies? Have you spoken directly with any of his friends?
Well, the first inconsistency was you called me and tell me my son stayed on the island to talk to a girl. My son would never do that. That's not in his character. I didn't raise none of my kids to do it. The second thing is, you say he doesn't have his phone. He doesn't need his phone. I would wake up sometimes in the morning and Nolan would have his phone here right in my face. And I wake up cussing and fussing like, why you get the camera on my face? And he just laughing and giggling and stuff like that. So there's twice. To me, there's two lies that told me as a father. Like I said, we went on the island, and actually a classmate of mine called me that morning as we were going out to the island with this coach. He's like 40 miles away. He calls me, hey man, I got the boat, me and my boys, we're gonna go out there and help you look. I didn't call him, he called me. And we're gonna start on this end. I said, we're probably gonna start on the other end. So me, my wife, Coach Brandon, and a high school classmate of mine were the only, we were the first ones out there living. Like I said, we got off the boat, walked on the island. She had a whole conversation with her grandmother on the island. Got back on the boat, went back around the island. I guess that would be the north side, facing the Gulf of Mexico.
And let me say this too, y'all. Let me say this. I feel also, if you guys knew that y'all couldn't find Nolan, y'all all got boats. Why didn't you call Nolan's mother and parents? If y'all are alleged best friends, why didn't y'all call, Miss Christine, Mr. Wormsley? Can y'all, we can go over there on our boat. We got 50-11 boats. We can all get in there. We can go and we can try to find Nolan. No, they didn't, because it was a setup and they knew what happened to Nolan. So they're not trying to give any kind of information or offer any type of help. But they're calling Nolan his best friend. Y'all, this is crazy. Let's continue.
I get another phone call. So my phone worked fine. So this whole thing about not having phone service, I don't know. I don't know if it's the carrier or what, but I was working fine. I think it was around maybe 8 o'clock.
Yeah, because we finished up.
Who was it? Jackson County or
Jackson County Sheriff.
Finally showed up.
Yeah.
A couple of boats, they finally showed up. And by that time, I was like, he's not out here. I was more focused that he was at someone's house.
That was
so. That's where my hopes and feelings were. So we left. The county stayed out there. My friend, he stayed out there because he called. He's like, well, we're gonna stay out here a little bit longer. I said, okay, I appreciate it. So we leave. Then I would say maybe a couple hours later, my friend calls me back and he said, well, we're gonna give it a go, but he said, look, I can gas the boat back up, and if you want to go back out there, we can go back out there. I said, I don't want to go back out to the island. I have a feeling that he's not there. I don't want to go back to the island. So he said, he said, well, if we do, we can go right now. I said, don't worry about it, I appreciate you coming out there. But he said at that time that helicopters were out there, more Coast Guard, more people out there. So we go back, get back on there, and as far as the keys, was it that night? Or was it?
That was that night.
That was the night they called. Okay,
Right.
as far as getting the car back.
Wow. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. Let's skip this commercial. But y'all, put in the chat, while we wait for this commercial, put in the chat, do y'all think this was a boating accident, a fight and a boating accident? Put yes or no in the chat. Boating accident and a fight, because we already know that there was a fight. There was an altercation that ensued. We already all know that. But put in the chat yes or no if y'all think this was a boating accident. I do believe it was a boating accident. Why did they have strings attached to other boats and stuff like that? Plus, remember Bart's lawyer, his Timu lawyer? I'm going to get a whole bunch of paper. I just got cases of paper to sue. No, you're thirsty, sir. We're going to get you a fire hose for Christmas. Because you're thirsty. You're trying to get some clout too. Because he be on Instagram over there. Excuse me. He be over there on Instagram crying like a whole baby. I mean, he is crying, hollering, and slinging snot. He trying to get in the algorithm. He's trying to be over there trying to post his little crybaby scenarios. Tammy says no cover-ups with a boating accident. Yes, they can't cover it up. They cannot cover up the boating accident because guess what? When Ben Crump them puts that lawsuit on they badonkadonks, I'm telling you, it's going to break them. 4.5 million, that was what Alex Murdaugh's lawsuit was for, I believe it was. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Even if they were a billionaire, they don't want to pay Miss Wansley no kind of money at all. But y'all, let's continue listening because this is getting juicy, y'all. Let's continue listening.
This year, probably night, we were trying to
Good morning, guys.
report to. We have a friend in the family that located his phone. We wasn't there to get the phone, but apparently there was some kind of friction with getting his phone.
Yeah.
We don't know what the friction
So
was.
the phone and the key were at the same location, which was Jack's house.
Okay.
And again, all of these kids share their locations on Snapchat. And so she was like, hey, I can go pick his phone up. Not thinking that his car is there, which she stopped everything she was doing. Her and the boys, they went out. Like, we were all out searching for him that night. And yeah, like Omar was saying, there was an issue, some type of friction. The cops ended up coming and they left. And so then kind of the same thing when we came to pick up the key. Elmore went up there asking for the key, didn't know where the key was, and all of a sudden we know where the key is.
But see, this is another thing that bothered me too. When we got to the house, it was some of his other friends were there, and they were, beating on the door like, what Nolan there, beating on the door trying to get in the house.
Jermaine says, okay, read your chat. They're in your chat. I think read the comments. Oh, wait, who are you talking about, Jermaine? Who are you talking about? Let me see. I don't know. Let me know what you're talking about, Jermaine. But y'all, let's continue.
I walk up to the door and I'm calming them down. Because for one, okay, you're loud. Two, you're in these people's house. So if you take these people's house, this could be a whole nother issue. I don't want y'all walking.
Oh, yes, adorable Bruce Fisher, if I said your name right, says billions and billions bankrupt. Yes. They will bankrupt them with this boating. If it's boating accident, it's going to bankrupt them. Like I said, they may sue you for $5, right? I mean, they may sue you for $5, but say you only got 2 cents in the bank. That's a lot of money. So if they sue for like billions of dollars and you got, say, $1 billion in the bank, I mean, that's going to bankrupt them. That is going to bankrupt them. Jermaine says, read the comments. I'm going to have to go back and read them. Tell me what names, Jermaine. But this is crazy, y'all. Let's continue.
3, I need you guys to calm down. I need them to kind of trust me as being an adult so I can get something out of them. So I get them out the house, and then Jax finally come downstairs, I guess in the room. Harold, let's do like he just woke up, whatever. I said, look, I know his father. His car's outside. I need to get his car and all his personal effects that may be left over with him. And he goes, oh man, Nolan was like my brother. I said, well, Nolan was like my brother. I said, well, if Nolan was like your brother, would you please go and get everything he is so I can get his car, I can go home. She walks off. 2 or 3 minutes later, come back. I don't see the keys. Okay. So I leave out the house. Go back outside, stand by the car. During that time, one of the guys that was in the house, one of the other friends, he was on the phone with a girl who was apparently there with them earlier that day. And she was telling him that his keys was on top of the Xbox in his room. So he goes back up to the door by himself. And we stood out by the car. And lo and behold, here comes the keys. So now to me, you lied to me 3 times. I don't believe nothing that you tell me. We don't know.
And this is Jax.
This is Jax.
And eventually he does give you the keys.
Yeah, eventually.
But there was friction getting the keys.
Yes. So when you tell me my son is on left on the island with a girl.
Thank you, Jermaine. I'm gonna go back after my live and read the comments. Thank you.
And 3, you don't give me the keys when I ask. I don't know any father who will believe just if one of my friends did that. I'm gonna be cordial with you, but I'm gonna watch you. And I just
Ben, I want to ask you because I'm hearing these 2 parents who essentially have to become search and rescue or law enforcement, looking for their own child with such a lack of urgency on behalf of law enforcement.
And that's true. Why is Christine and her husband going out there to perform duties that Mississippi authorities should be doing? Why are they taking the time out? And it's okay to go out there alongside with the police and, investigators and stuff. But why are they taking an initiative to do what the police of Mississippi should be doing? That lets you know how racist it is there in Mississippi. They're meeting you at the McDonald's parking lot to try to take a statement, or you giving them information at the McDonald's parking lot. The police ain't trying to do anything out there. They've been doing this for a very long time. They are so connected. They are so connected with everything that's going on with this case. They are hanging out together. They are over there. They're going and hanging out together. I'm telling you, it is super crazy. It is really crazy on what they're doing. But they think that, everybody is dumb and they're so smart. But their story is really actually falling apart. Their story is really, really actually falling apart. And this situation is not going to go unseen. It's going to be talked about for a long time. I know with Alex Murdaugh, their family had to wait 2 years before they were even able to get justice in that boating accident that was had in South Carolina from the son, Alex Murdaugh's son, going to the liquor store, getting liquor, using his brother's license, and also using his mom's debit card to buy alcohol. And this must been stuff that they have been doing, because it's not this one time you just go to the store and use your brother's ID to get alcohol, and then you take your boat and they were even young. They were, I think, 18, 19, 20, 21 or something. They were young. Over there driving a boat while intoxicated, boating while intoxicated, BWI. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's crazy. But y'all, let's turn it around to Queen. Shout out to Queen Ahmadiyah Shakur. Check her channel out. She has great content and she's breaking it down too. So let's turn around and let's listen and see what Queen has to say about this situation. Let me back it out a little bit. Yeah, let's see what Queen has to say.
Again, once again, to the original Queen Ahmadiyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes by. All right, so let's see who's in here. Just Jean is here.
Oh, let me
Shirley.
fast forward just a little bit.
All right, with that all being said, hey Tawana. With that all being said, let's get ready to get into it. Okay, Poems from the Heart TV, and Fred Ajig is here also. Okay, I see you, Donna. C stands in the virtual building. Okay, shout out to all my loyal roses and everyone tuned into the Queen, and a big shout out to my moderators who y'all know that we putting in work. I see you, Bobo to Love. All right, I see you, LL. Okay, so let's get it going. All right, so don't forget you can purchase 12 Tribes Hair Oil at Etsy.com. Just look for Lisa Crafts. You can also find her marvelous products at Walmart.com. And don't forget that she sells beard oil. Okay, and so let's get ready to get into it. So,
in Queens, like hashtag, in Queens hashtag is what? You heard it here first. So shout out to Queen. That is her one of her logos. You heard it here first. So Queen breaks down a lot of stuff. She gives great information. I met Queen at the Diddy trial. We were both at the Diddy trial together, you know, getting that great content. So shout out to Queen Amadai Shakur. If you guys are not subscribed to her channel, please go look her up and subscribe to her channel. But y'all, let's continue.
Going on, conflicting stories, okay, contradictories, and all of that. So we're about to get into it. Everyone hit that like button. Also, don't forget to double check and make sure you're still subscribed, especially if you have not been receiving your notifications. Okay, so that being said, it's going to be a very eventful morning from the sounds of it, or from the looks of it. Now, first off, let's talk about all these lies. Okay, now I know you all saw the, I think I showed you all a bit of the new or the latest interview that Rage Tatum did. Okay, it's not doing them any favors, it's making them look even worse. Okay, and then they came out themselves yesterday and admitted that in fact people showed up at their homes, at their residence, 15 people precisely, and that some of those people knew them from high school. Okay, and so we talked about that yesterday. I found it very interesting that people that actually know them in real life also didn't believe what they were saying. Okay, thought that they were being, you know, deceitful or deceptive. Now, that all being said, you all remember the picture that I showed you days ago where it looked like something was darting up from the floor of the boat. Let's go back and look at that again, because also you can see that one of the young men standing there, he turns and glances, he's looking down, because clearly whatever it was that moved, yeah, he saw it. And the thing is, whatever it is that moved was the same color as Nolan's skin. Okay, please pay attention. Okay, I'm gonna go to the footage. Like I said, everyone, please like and share.
Okay, people on TikTok believe that they see Nolan Wells' hand comes up as the rope being tugged. Now, let me tell you what to look for. Okay, first and foremost, you're going to see the guy on the end right here with the red beads with the rope. Look at the direction and the angle of the rope. It's angling down. Then it's coming across the front part of the body of teal shorts. It goes down, look at it, going down in front of blue shorts, all the way to the ground. There's something that's going to pop up, and it's going to go back down, and then you'll notice blue shorts. Blue shorts is critical because he's looking at whatever it is where the arm looking like it popped up, and it's brown, melanated. One more time, the rope being tugged. Rope coming across the front of the blue body, angled down in front of teal shorts, in front of blue shorts, down to the ground. Pay attention, between blue shorts and the guy sitting down, you're gonna see something brown pop up. There it is, there it is, there it is. And it's gonna go back down, and then what you're going to see, watch the guy right here with the blue shorts staring straight ahead, look straight down. He's gonna look right down at it. You see that? So the giveaway is the guy with the red beads tugging on the rope, the angle of the rope coming in front of teal shorts' body, going down to where blue shorts is standing. So blue shorts is standing where he is, but there's something in front of him, and he can't help but look at it. After the rope is up, there he is. Look at blue shorts. Now look at it. He's looking directly at it. So go back to the rope. They're showing you the angle of the rope. It's being tugged. It's like they're doing this for whoever's on the other rope to show that he's there. Go down, go down, go down. Follow the rope. Then look at blue shorts. Follow the rope. Then look at the brown object pops up. There it is. And then it's going to go away. There it is, there it is, there it is. It's like a hand. it's like a hand,
Oh,
there's
wow.
gone, it's gone. Now watch them shorts.
Oh, wow. Did y'all see that? I seen that. Was that Nolan's hand, allegedly, possibly, in my opinion? I mean, y'all, let's continue.
There it is. He's looking directly at it. He can't.
Wow.
Okay, now y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that, and mind you, the other day when I showed you all that, I actually took a screenshot of whatever it was that was darting up to enlarge it so I could show it to you all. So I'm sorry, this is all crazy. Okay, this is all crazy. Now, they should have been arrested a long time ago if you ask me. But we're not even going to get into all of that. Let's continue. Lights up, everyone, please like and share. Now I'm going to pull up these videos. And we're going to get into with Nancy Grace when she was talking to Ray Baden Tatum, because he's such a liar. He sat there and said that those boys took a polygraph test, right? But their lawyer said otherwise.
My last video, I wanted to show you this. This is from Nolan's mom's Instagram from the day after he went missing. This was the picture that she was sent. So naturally, these two pictures should line up, right? So what I did is I made sure to line up this little like black loopy thing here. I made sure to line up this part of the boat and this like rope here. Now watch. Look at the difference here. Look at that. He's barely moving. And the entire skyline is different. You can say, oh, these are different pictures and like people just moved slightly, but the skyline wouldn't fucking change. So what were they hiding? Because to me, they didn't want people to see this boat.
Oh, wow.
Or this green boat.
Oh, wow. She's so detailed. Oh, my God.
The skyline doesn't change over here. Look, it's in the same place. It's just over here.
Wow.
So 100% from the get-go, they were tampering with photographs. Absolutely nothing that they've given anybody can be trusted.
Wow, Bree is on to it.
Like Evil Murder's smile clean off his face.
Hold up, y'all, hold up. This is a Timu lawyer, Trump's lawyer, that his teeth is doing the Dougie right there on the left, the one that has a cat called Cox hat on. He is there. You know, Baden Tatum said, oh yeah, you know, Nolan Wells was on the white powder. But sir, your teeth look like you're on the white powder, allegedly, in my opinion. And y'all, we found out last night that he is not able to practice law in Mississippi. So get out of there, sir. Go get somebody else to do it. Go fix your teeth, okay? We don't need you over here. We need you to go to the dentist. But y'all, let's continue to listen.
It's a joke. So yesterday, I was playing with the contrast in this picture to try and get a better picture of the pattern on Morgan's swimsuit. I realized that half of this picture is not changing at all when I play with the shadows, which is an indicator to me of a photograph being altered. So then I started scrutinizing this picture because why would I ever have reason to doubt it before? And then that's when I noticed this boat seam underneath all of their legs. You can almost trace it all the way until you get to Nolan. Not only are these creases in different places, but there's no shadow, nothing underneath his legs here. In fact, if you look really closely, make sure your brightness is turned all the way up, you can see a seam right here that just stops. And that would connect over here. Then I saw in between this elbow here, look, there is so much fabric that's supposedly his shorts. Not to mention a very intimate hand placement. I mean, that elbow is going all the way up to the hips. And then look, in between Morgan's legs, like, why does this shadow suddenly stop? You can see a seam here and then nothing. And then look at the way Nolan is holding this can. Got one finger like over the lid, but the can looks really like wide. And then his thumb is on the other side of the lid. Like, how would you hold something like that? Now look at this half of the picture. Notice how Nolan's head is casting a shadow going to the left. Same with Eric here. Head casting shadow to the left. Which means right where I am on the screen would be the direction that the sun would be coming from. And yet his shadow is going straight down, and his shadow is going straight down and to the right, implying that their light source, their sun, is coming from over here. So is this picture fake? Then I started looking at the photos that they gave to Officer Tatum. Why is Nolan a giant? He and Jax are literally almost the same build and height. And I understand that perspective's a thing, but not when they're this close to each other, or when the camera is right here. And look, same problem with this one, with the shadows. Shadow going this way, shadow going this way, shadow going this way, shadow going this way, shadow going straight up and down, shadow straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down, to the left. And this jacuzzi tub looks normal at first until you zoom in. First off, why is his elbow blending into his hat? Why is his chest an outie? And whose fucking face is that? Because that looks like AI trying to recreate this guy.
Oh,
There's another picture of Nolan
snap.
with them, and I'm like, why does his eyes look swollen shut? Why is his neck as big as his head?
Oh, wow. She is on to something. OMG, y'all. She is breaking down all of these pictures, y'all. Let's continue. Bree, shout out to Bree, y'all. Go subscribe to her on TikTok. She is not playing.
Get ready, folks. I'm about ready to blow their little he wasn't on the Triton picture out of the fucking water. Because right here is Morgan's swim trunks. You can see his like beads here, his glasses, his hat. But I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on in this picture.
It looks like they cut it.
These two videos, and I realized, oh wait, it's a visor. It's a visor hanging off of this. See, there's the bill and like the little like part there. But as I was comparing these two pictures, something fucking hit me. Look at black part, metal, white plastic, metal, visor. Black part, metal part, white plastic, no metal hole. Look,
Wow.
the steering wheel has this like white flap thing that's going on here. What? No, wait. But look, there's the door. There's the door. What's going on here with this leg? I don't know. Now, do you guys see it? Can you see it? Vertical bars, horizontal bars. Vertical, horizontal.
Wow.
And it's not just that the vertical bars are missing. There is no horizontal bar like right here. And not only that, y'all see how there's like this curved bar here? Where's the bar in this picture? It should be going right next to the hat, like right into it. And yet we have nothing here. And I know y'all have lots of questions, and I can't pretend like I have any answers to them.
Wow. Bree is not playing. Hold on. Let me rewind that, y'all, because Bree is breaking it all the way down because, you know, we look at something and we be like, oh, yeah, that's a picture of whatever. She is going in detail, y'all. Hold on. Hold up, swole up. We got to wrap that back because Bree is on to something. A lot of bit of somethings. Hold on, y'all. Let's listen again to Bree because she's breaking it down.
He went missing. This was the picture that she was sent. So naturally, these two pictures should line up, right? So what I did is I made sure to line up this little like black loopy thing here. I made sure to line up this part of the boat and this like rope here. Now watch. Look at the difference here. Look at that.
Wow.
He's barely moving. And the entire skyline is different. You can say, oh, these are different pictures and like people just moved slightly, but the skyline wouldn't fucking change.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I didn't want people to see this boat or this green boat. Like, the skyline doesn't change over here. Look, it's in the same place. It's just over here. So 100% from the get-go, they were tampering with photographs.
Wow.
Absolutely nothing that they've given anybody can be trusted.
Oh, wow.
I'm about to wipe Evil Murr's smile clean off his face. Because this man is a joke. But yesterday, I was playing with the contrast in this picture, trying to get a better picture of the pattern on Morgan's swimsuit. I realized that half of this picture is not changing at all when I play with the shadows, which is an indicator to me of a photograph being altered. So then I started scrutinizing this picture because why would I ever have reason to doubt it before? And then that's when I noticed this boat seam underneath all of their legs. You can almost trace it all the way until you get to Nolan. Not only are these creased.
Now, I don't know if Bree is a picture expert, but if she wasn't before Nolan Wells trial, I mean, she sure is now. She is literally breaking this down because when they give us stuff, they want us, let me turn it around. When people give you something, they just want you to take it at face value, right? They don't want you to analyze anything. They just want you here, shut up here, take this. You know, here's the answer to your question. But Bree is breaking it all the way down, y'all. Let's continue because she is really, really in the weeds with this.
In different places, but there's no shadow, nothing underneath his legs here. In fact, if you look really closely, make sure your brightness is turned all the way up, you can see a seam right here that just stops. And that would connect over here. Then I saw in between this elbow here, look, there is so much fabric that's supposedly his shorts. Not to mention a very intimate hand placement. I mean, that elbow is going all the way up to the hips. And then look, in between Morgan's legs, like, why does this shadow suddenly stop? You can see a seam here and then nothing. And then look at the way Nolan is holding this can. Got one finger like over the lid, but the can looks really like wide. And then his thumb is on the other side of the lid. Like, how would you hold something like that? Now look at this half of the picture. Notice how Nolan's head is casting a shadow going to the left. Same with Eric here. Head casting shadow to the left. Which means right where I am on the screen would be the direction that the sun would be coming from. And yet his shadow is going straight down, and his shadow is going straight down and to the right, implying that their light source, their sun, is coming from over here. So is this picture fake? Then I started looking at the photos that they gave to Officer Tatum. Why is Nolan a giant? He and Jax are literally almost the same build and height. And I understand that perspective.
Oh, wow, y'all. She is breaking this all the way down. I didn't see, we just watched it. I'm watching it over again. I did not know that. She said this, Jax and Nolan are about the same height. Why do they have him looking like a giant? Whoa. Hold up. Let me rewind that just a teeny bit. Uh-oh. Hold up. Let me rewind it back. Oh, my God.
And then his thumb is on the other side of the lid. Like, how would you hold something like that? Now look at this half of the picture. Notice how Nolan's head is casting a shadow going to the left. Same with Eric here. Head casting shadow to the left. Which means right where I am on the screen would be the direction that the sun would be coming from. And yet his shadow is going straight down, and his shadow is going straight down and to the right, implying that their light source, their sun, is coming from over here. So is this picture fake? Then I started looking at the photos that they gave to Officer Tatum. Why is Nolan a giant? He and Jax are literally almost the same build.
Wow, do y'all see those pictures? This has been a real major altered picture. That is crazy. Anonymous says altered vitamin D from the sun. Anonymous, you is a mess. Do y'all see that? OMG. These things is like, for me personally, I'm not gonna lie. I am going to look at it like, okay, it's a picture. But she is comparing, she is showing that Jax and Nolan are the same height. Why does he look like a giant right there? Wow. And that's a side-by-side picture. All of them are side-by-side. Holy smokes, y'all. They are trying to play us. They're trying to play us all the way in left field, and that's why Bree is not stopping, y'all. Let's continue listening to Bree, because Bree is breaking this all the way down. Ben Crump, do y'all have any availability? Look, availability on a forensic picture analyst, because Bree, she sure would fit that job perfectly. And if y'all need somebody for court, oh man, she will break it all the way down. I mean, she's awesome. Y'all, let's continue.
And height. And I understand that perspective's a thing, but now when they're this close to each other, what when the camera is right here? And look, same problem with this.
Tammy, you are absolutely right, sis. Tammy says they were not his friends. Exactly, Tammy. They were his frenemies. These were Nolan's frenemies. They were jealous of Nolan. They were super jealous of Nolan. Super jealous of Nolan because a lot of them were playing football. Bart was playing football. Nolan was playing football, and I'm sure there was other ones that in that whole friends group in that picture that were playing football too. Oh my God, y'all, this is a crazy. Anonymous says, James, it's because she's in a large room. The audio will sound like that. And oh yeah, we moved. So yes, we're in a large room, and it's like the ceilings are super high. So it's probably a echo. But y'all, let's continue.
with the shadows. Shadow going this way, shadow going this way, shadow going this way, shadow going this way, shadow going straight up and down, shadow straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down, to the left. And this jacuzzi tub looks normal at first until you zoom in. First off, why is his elbow blending into his hat? Why is his chest an outie? And whose fucking face is that? Because that looks like AI trying to recreate this guy. This is another picture of Nolan with them, and I'm like, why does his eyes look swollen shut? Why is his neck as big as his head? But get ready, folks. I'm about ready to blow their little he wasn't on the Triton picture out of the fucking water. Because right here is Morgan's swim trunks. You can see his like beads here, his glasses, his hat. But I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on in this picture. Then I was comparing these two videos and I realized, oh wait, it's a visor. It's a visor hanging off of this. See, there's the bill and like the little like part there. But as I was comparing these two pictures, something fucking hit me. Look at black part, metal, white plastic, metal, visor. Black part, metal part, white plastic, no metal hole. Look at the steering wheel. The steering wheel has this like white flap thing that's going on here. What? No, wait. But look, there's the door. There's the door. What's going on here with this leg? I don't know. Now, do you guys see it? Can you see it? Vertical bars, horizontal bars. Vertical, horizontal. And it's not just that the vertical bars are missing. There is no horizontal bar like right here. But not only that, y'all see how there's like this curved bar here? Where's the bar in this picture?
Oh.
It should be going right next to the hat, like right into it. And yet we have nothing here. And I know y'all have lots of questions and I can't pretend like I have any answers to them.
Wow. Bree, you're on to something, girl.
Now her attention to detail is absolutely immaculate.
Phenomenal, okay? Yes.
There you see it again. Look right there.
Wow.
There you see that hand or whatever it is pop up again.
Okay, so Nolan Wells, 18-year-old Nolan Wells.
Holy shit. Go back and watch her whole video. Her name is Melanie, and she points something out on this boat that I missed, a lot of people missed. Nolan Wells' hand pops up. Do you see where that little blue arrow is that I drew?
Wow.
That's a hand. That's Wyatt making the call. Hold on. That's Wyatt making the CTAC call. I can't remember what it was, allegedly.
Wow.
Right? And right after that hand pops up, this kid looks down at it. You go back and watch the whole video, you'll see it. Again, allegedly Nolan Wells' hand that pops up with that blue arrow is. This kid in dark navy blue shorts looks down at it. Again, Wyatt's making the CTAC call.
Wow.
Jay Megan pointed out that the girl, I think here's Katie, allegedly. Then Melanin also spotted, do you see this red circle? That's Nolan Wells' necklace. The one that he had on the day they murdered him. That's Nolan Wells' necklace.
Wow.
This was all seen by Melanie. She cut the necklace, she cut the hand. Now, we've been watching Jay Megan crush it with all that she's been finding. Now, this is the first time somebody has seen that hand and made the correlation to this necklace. So, Melanie, you should run the FBI. Between you and Jay Megan, yeah.
Wow.
This is unbelievable. Girl, you got an eagle eye.
Yes.
And this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes because apparently these yahoos, these nut jobs have formed a list of people that they want to sue.
Yep, and I'm #1 on the to be sued list. Yes, me, the lounge. And I told them, don't threaten me with a good time. Y'all ain't scaring me. And a whole bunch of other content creators that was on the list. We is not scared because as soon as you try to sue us, we will sue you back. And y'all don't want that because y'all don't want the discovery and to prove what we are saying otherwise. So go sit down and have a seat and stop trying to threaten us with a good time. But y'all, let's continue.
Okay.
We're not going to sue any darn body. Like I told you, they do not want to hear the discovery.
Facts.
Let me give my disclaimer.
Facts. Facts, y'all. Facts. They do not want the discovery process. They don't want them problems, especially from me, because I will read them their rights up and down, left and right, and I will tell them, y'all need to go and sit down somewhere. Okay? Y'all ain't got to go home, but y'all got to go have a seat somewhere, right? So this situation, y'all, I'm telling you, is very sad, very devastating. The thing is that there is not going to be any lawsuits coming, because defamation lawsuits are really, really hard to fight. So, you know, this attorney, and then they said that if you don't get your badonkadonk out of here, sir, you are not even able to practice in the state of Mississippi. So go have a seat somewhere. Go back to New York. Go back to where you belong, sir. Go back and see where you belong, because it's not here. It's not here. This dog don't hunt over here. So it's really crazy. It's really crazy how they think that they can try to talk to us tough. I mean, who do y'all think y'all are? Hey, Sato, how are you? Who do y'all think? Oh, Queen is live right now, actually. Let's see. Oh, Queen. Okay, we are in real time. Let's see what Queen is talking about. Let's kind of piggyback off of her. She's live right now. Shout out to Queen Ahmadiyah Shakur. If you guys are not subscribed to Queen, go and check her channel out, because she is great content. Like I said, I met her in New York, and yeah, she's been breaking this really, I mean, all the way down. So let's listen to see what she has to say.
And then he said, I think that's what he said. He said something about Nolan stolen. Then he said, we ran inside and Nolan didn't ask for his phone. Do you all remember that clip? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that clip. He said, and then we ran inside and Nolan never asked for his phone. And I said, ran inside where? And I said, where was Nolan to ask for his phone? Was Nolan with them when they ran inside? Like, what was he even talking about? See, they're just exposing themselves.
Oh, Carmelo is not Wells. Welcome. One love salute, dear sister. Welcome. Yes, Carmelo Anthony is, you know, his trial, his court hearings are Thursday and Friday. So y'all, we're going to touch bases on that too, because we can't leave that undone or unheard of too. Carmelo Anthony is going to court on Thursday and Friday, and we pray that they get, he gets a new trial. Let's continue.
Again, this is allegedly, but smoked them out. What doesn't come out in the wash always comes out in the rinse.
Facts. Get him, Willie. Get that clap in, Willie D.
I ain't got no problem with that. Danny, just put it on out there, man. Just, hey, man, this is what it is. This is what I think. I've heard a couple of people who share a very similar theory, especially in regards to that conversation, you know, going upstairs and talking to Pops and, you know, what's all of that about?
And I seen this, shout out to Queen, like I said, I seen this video of Willie D's yesterday, and he interviewed this guy, and he was married to a MAGA, you know, like Tatum's wife. You know, there's MAGA-tations, nothing wrong with, you know, what you believe in. That's fine, you know, fine with us. But this guy, he said that his wife was a MAGA, from the MAGA-tation, you know, from the MAGA streets, right? And he would talk about Black Lives Matters. And she told him, stop saying Black Lives Matter. Well, he is for doing what's right. He's not in to just because I'm a white man, I'm gonna say whatever, I'm gonna treat black people however. No, he said that the wife told him, which he's no longer with her, he's divorced from her, and thank God he ain't had no kids with her. But he was trying to talk about, like, I guess, situations with black people being, you know, and, you know, done unjustly. And she told him, stop talking about it. I got a business and most of my clients are from MAGA. And where he lives, or where he was living with her, they are from a MAGA community. So the wife, well, his ex-wife told him, stop talking about Black Lives Matter. We don't care about Black lives. Hey, Dr. Sharice, how are you? We don't care about Black Lives Matter. What? he got out of there. He got out of there quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I'm glad he got out of there because guess what? With this situation, I mean, y'all, he went and made his own channel. Let me go to Willie D's and see. He made his own channel, and you know, I actually put a clip of his out too, and he went viral for that. He went really viral because he is let me see. Investies. He went viral for that, and he let me see, where is that? Uh-oh, hold on, y'all. He went viral for that, and he was talking and sharing with us how his wife was treating him. Hold on real quick, y'all, because let me see where that interview is. Okay, I don't know what he did with it. But anyway, that's basically what happened. Dr. Shree says, good and you. I'm doing good. Happy Sunday. How are you? You said good and you. I'm doing good. Thank you. But y'all, let me see, I don't know if they have it on here. But anyway, Warren, he's losing weight. He's losing a lot of weight. He is losing a lot of weight. And I really think that is Nolan Wells' spirit haunting him. Because if you are his friend, Warren, you will tell the authorities what happened to him. You wouldn't have Nolan's parents wondering and still trying to research and trying to investigate on their own what happened to Nolan. No, you wouldn't. You would be there trying to help and show her love and respect, but you're not doing that, right? You are absolutely not doing that. Hold on just a second. Let me see. So Lakeisha, shout out to Lakeisha. See, even look at Lakeisha. She said, let me go back out and then go back. Lakeisha, look at her. Look at what Lakeisha says. In trouble, Warren looks sick. Let's see what Lakeisha has to say about this. Because she said that Warren, he looks really sickly, and he does look really sickly. Shout out to Lakeisha. If y'all are not watching, subscribe to Lakeisha. Go subscribe to her channel. She does great content too. But let me see if where she's talking about Warren looking like he lost a whole lot of weight, because he looks super sickly, and I believe it's Warren looks super sickly, and I believe it's Nolan's spirit coming to get him. So y'all, let's play it.
Nolan was like a brother to us, and I can say without a doubt, nobody wants to know what happened. When we loved him dearly.
Enough of that. It's just disgusting. Let's get into this. The visible difference in Warren's face. Out of all of these guys, and I could be incorrect, let me know if I'm wrong. Why does he have so much weight loss?
Sam here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update. And something a lot of people are pointing out is Warren and how much his face has changed since just the first interview a few weeks ago.
Whoa, look at how much weight Warren has lost. Warren is over there and he is scared. He ain't scared, he's scared. Oh my God, y'all, let's listen.
To right now. And it begs the question, he looks like he has Ozempic face, in my opinion. But is something eating away at him? Now, obviously, this has to be very stressful, all of a sudden becoming this unwanted celebrity. He talks about where he went into a restaurant and was threatened and whatnot, but this doesn't look like weight loss by a man who lost his best friend and he just hasn't slept or hasn't eaten and is just doing everything he can to figure out what happened to his friend. It looks like something is literally eating away at his soul. That's all I'm saying. It's just my opinion. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments.
Oh, yes, y'all. It is the stress face. The stress face has got to him. He is stressed out so bad. I mean, y'all, this is a bad look on him. This is a very, very bad look on Warren. Oh, hold on, y'all. Let's see this. Let's check this out. Look at right here. Look how much weight he has lost. Look from the picture on the left to the picture on the right. Look how skinny he has got in his face. And he looked like an old man now. He looked like he about 60 years old. He aged all the way from 20 to 60 in a 30 days of a time period. Wow. Wow. Oh, Tammy says skeleton. Yeah, he is a skeleton. He is stressed out because he knows that he's lying. He's trying to help cover up what happened to Nolan, and it is eating his soul. And he cannot take it, y'all. Wow. I don't feel sorry for none of them. Poor kid. No, it ain't no poor kid. If you was a best friend, if you was a friend of Nolan's, you would have been telling exactly what happened to Nolan. So I don't feel sorry for him. Who feels sorry for somebody who calls himself a best friend but don't want to tell their best friend's family what happened to them when they're no longer here? Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Hey, the Storm Alicia Barnes says karma. Absolutely. Karma is coming, and karma is eating his soul alive. He is eating his soul alive. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. He looking bad, y'all. He is looking like the skeleton that stole Christmas. He looked like Freddy Krueger to the right. He looked just like Freddy Krueger. Freddie Warren. We're going to call him Freddie Warren. Oh my God. Tammy says, I feel sorry for Nolan and his family, period. Exactly. Who feels sorry for a pack of fake friends that then allegedly, from what everybody is saying, and in my own opinion, took their best friend's life and is trying to cover it up? Who feels sorry? If that was your son and his best friends are trying to cover up, y'all would feel some type of way too. So miss me with all that, oh, I feel sorry for these pack of fake friends that are liars. I don't care about them jokers. I hope they fall and pass away and die from the mercy of, not from the mercy, but die from them being stressed out for lying and covering up what happened to Nolan. I don't feel sorry, right? I don't feel sorry. This is my opinion and I'm entitled to it. My opinion, this is how I feel, and let the record reflect. I can feel the way I want to feel. Everybody can feel how they want to feel, right? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, how they feel, whether you agree or disagree. So, doesn't matter what I say, you can go ahead and, hashtag the FBI. Hashtag the FBI all you want to. This is my opinion. It's my thoughts, my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. I'm not scared. What I need to be scared of if I'm saying something is my opinion and how I feel, right? Okay? So we can just go ahead and let the record reflect we're not scared, right? Tammy says the lack of empathy for Nolan and his family is absolutely astounding. Absolutely. They're trying to sit here and trying to pamper these boys and their family when they're not even pampering or doing or helping Nolan's mom. All she said is, I just want to know what happened to my son. And they're attacking her job, Google bombing her, doing all of this other stuff. Exactly. Shadow Pop. Exactly. Shadow Pop says, speak your mind. They are doing it. Exactly. You trying to silence us and tell us we can't talk, but y'all are talking. Y'all saying, oh, Nolan was on these white powder substance and all this other stuff. Y'all think y'all going to silence me? Whoever put FBI in there, go run and tell that with your little sorry lame tails. Go run and tell that. Tell them that the lounge sent you to tell what I was speaking about on my channel. Go run and tell that. Okay? Because it's my opinion. Okay? Don't be mad. They have their own opinions too. All I'm saying is that they're lying. You could tell that they're lying and they're trying to cover up this whole thing. So please miss me with that. Okay? Please miss me with that. I am not. Oh, Ramon says the movie Thinner. Yes, that's what Jamil was saying. Jamil was saying the movie Thinner. That's what he reminds. Look, that's what Jamil said that that he reminds them of the movie Thinner. Yes, I heard that. I'm not really big on movies, y'all, but the movie Thinner, that's what Jamil said that this reminds him of. If you guys ever seen the movie Thinner, thank you for that. Whoever brought up the movie Thinner, because I never seen it before. But he looks really bad. He looks really, really bad. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Well, y'all, Nolan Wells, his spirit is eating Warren alive all the way to the fact that he's losing weight. So I don't know how this is going to go for Warren. I think that somebody's going to come out and start flipping. Somebody's going to come and start telling their story. They're going to come and start, snitching. Maybe some of them may, take themselves out. Because they're going to be like, well, I can't take this. I couldn't imagine being with a friend, knowing something happened and I'm not saying anything. That would eat me up too. As it should. It should eat you all the way up. It should be eating your soul alive. That you know what happened. 4 boats, 10 people in each boat. That's 3 or 4 boats. With 10 people, that's 30 to 40 people that you're saying. None of y'all knew what happened to Nolan Wells? It's not sitting right with me. Tammy says, you don't know what they are not lying about. Exactly. Tammy, these people, they have itty bitty minds. They're like, they're followers and they're like programmed. They don't know how to think with their own mind. They're so programmed to the MAGA world where they, Trump said this and I'm supposed to believe it. Yes. That's what the MAGA Lord says. The MAGA Lord says this, so I believe it. People don't think for themselves, and it's sad. It's very sad. People don't think for themselves. It's very sad. But y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all. Thank y'all for stopping in. Thank you for all the likes and all the gifts. Thank y'all for everything. I'm not going to keep y'all. And we're going to continue to bring this story to light. We're not stopping. We are not. Ain't no stopping now. Yes, ain't no stopping us now. We are going to continue. We are going to continue to talk. Okay? Tammy says, great live. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Yes, so thank all of y'all. Thank y'all. Continue to watch all of my videos, all of my content, even other content creators, Queen, DL Hughley, Don Lemon, Lakeisha Keisha. Remember to continue to watch them too because they have great information too. Thank you, Chrissy, for the gift. Thank you. Yeah, so continue to watch them. And also the Bree on TikTok, Secret Service Sam, Kimberly. Remember they were trying to go and silence Kimberly. Kimberly had to pull out her law degree on their butts and had them go sit down and have a seat. She read them their rights, and I'm reading them their rights too. Don't come over here because this dog don't hunt around here. But y'all, I love you guys all. Thank y'all for showing up and showing